Okay, hey guys. So I'm going to play the video, well, the doorbell cam of Shanann when she arrived home this time a year ago, right before, unfortunately, the tragic murders of herself and her babies occur. And so I'm going to play that first. It's just so haunting to watch. It really is. And just to think, that once she walks through those doors, those doors, but the door. Okay, this just breaks my heart. So, how is everyone doing? I just can't. I don't know, it's weird because I just can't believe that it's been a year. Like, hey Jody, her due date was sometime in January of this past year, or this year. So yeah, I don't know if there was ever like a exact, but it was somewhere in January. So baby Nico would have been 7 months. And it's just beyond heartbreaking to think. To me, and I'll turn my camera on just in just a minute, but seeing the doorbell cam and her arriving home and then knowing that that's the last time she's seen alive. And once she walks through the doors, she is met with just, I mean, words are escaping me right now. It's been I've been really emotional about this, and just thinking like right now, a year ago, that Chris Watts would take the lives of his wife, pregnant wife, and his daughters. And it breaks my heart. Hello, Sensible Crime. How are you? Yeah, I was just, I'm going to play I'm going to play this again. Just the doorbell cam. Okay, let's see. Okay. Let's see what yes. Yeah. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Sensible. Yeah. And we'll watch. I'm gonna play some of the what the heck scared the crap out of me. I was like, it just went on and played. It went on to the next videos. I was like, excuse me? What? What? Hold on. I'm sorry. Yeah. So, but we'll play some more of that. Hey, say Robbie, I know. Sorry. I had to restart my computer, it's like, but I mean, it kind of is good. Like, I kind of wanted to go on at this time because this is the time that she was arriving home a year ago, and like in the doorbell cam shows. And so, yeah, but let's see. Yeah, really. Hey, hey, Anton. I know. Why don't we just collab? I think we need to just collab. Can we collab? Like, like kind of, let's collab. And so you can be live on your channel, I'll be live on mine, and we'll just be, you know what I'm saying? How are you? Yeah. So, hold on. Yeah. Jody, unfortunately, that's what I hope, I hope maybe like he gets just, he can't sleep because he's, because when I hear that, and we're going to discuss this a little bit later about Detective Baumhauer and how he has PTSD from this case, and how he's had to take a leave of absence, and he may not come back because at this case, and he was there when they when they were extracting the bodies, and so but we're going to discuss that in a little bit. So, but unfortunately, Jody, I've really started coming to the conclusion that Chris Watts is, like, to me, he's more and more like, there's more signs showing that he's a psychopath, and unfortunately, I don't think that he really feels, I don't think so. Yes, Lily, I'm sorry, I can't. Yes. Oh, God dang it. Sorry. I'm wanting to. Well, I can't do it. Oh, there we go. Exactly, Lily. Exactly. And hey, Brandy, how are you? Welcome. It is, but so, I want to kind of talk about, I wanted to, kind of start it off, just kind of, I'm going to share some pictures of Shanann and the babies, and just talk about their life. And oh, hold on, I can't. Whoops, I'm sorry. Oh, yay. Hey, Enlighten, how are you? Welcome. I know, right? Yes. Yeah, I think Antoine is live too. And we're both talking about the case since it's the 1-year anniversary to the day. And so, and we were just watching the doorbell cam. Yes, Lily. I mean, and I don't know if y'all saw this kind of the slideshow I made. I'm going to make an even better one. But just seeing those pictures, and I mean, God, just Shanann, she's so beautiful inside and out. And those girls, just, God, they're just precious as can be. And I mean, it just breaks your heart. But it's like, I definitely wanted to celebrate the lives of Shanann and her babies. And Shanann, she was living her best life, and those precious girls, they barely got a start in life, but they made such an impact in the short amount of time that they were here. But I mean, I swear, like, I think Bella was going to be a singer, and because and I hope I can find some videos where she's singing, and CeCe, she was an adventurer, man. She was going, I could see her. I mean, she would be one where, she would be like, graduate high school, and she's like, I've got to go backpack through Europe, like I need to go around the world a few times and stuff. Wait, what is it? Gotta go. Okay. Yay. Okay. I'll be here to say around me. Love you. I'm okay, Enlightened. How are you? It's like, it's weird. This 1 year anniversary, just, I felt like, oh, hey, Mike, how are you? The husband and wife are here. I feel like it's so weird. I don't know if y'all experience this, but like, I feel like, things like certain events in life, like when you're counting down to it, it's like, it seems like it's forever away. And then all of a sudden, bam, it's like a slingshot, And I feel that way even with like my kids, like how they were just little. And now it's like my two oldest are teenagers, and they're taller than me now. And I'm like, whoa, slow down. Like, what's happening? But I feel like that kind of happened with today with, yeah, I mean, it does feel like it, Lily. It feels like it happened yesterday. And I mean, and it's weird because I knew that I wanted to come live tonight. But I just didn't know exactly what I wanted to do and how to do it. But you know what? I was just like, let's just get on. I was like, I was having all kinds of technical problems, but I'm just like, I'm just going to go with the flow. But I know like some key points that I want to hit tonight. And talking about this case. And oh my gosh, I can't. That's the thing. I'm like, no, I feel like, it's like, I feel like they're like, no, slow down, like, ugh. But yeah, I'll replay this really quick because there's some people that just got here. Oop. And this is just, this is when Shanann was arriving home a year ago. The last moments that she was alive, and Nicole Atkinson there, making sure that her friend got in safe, right? And that's just the ironic thing. It's like, because it was almost 2:00 in the morning. So, she was making sure she got in, opened the door, but she just had no idea that the most evil thing was waiting for her in her house. Wasn't outside, it was inside, And the man that was supposed to protect them. Oh God, you guys, like look at that. I could pull a what? Like I'm always seeing like 111, 222. I'm always seeing those numbers, but I know like Mary Marlowe. Oh, that lady. Okay. So, okay, there we go. So yeah, so I wanted to kind of I wanted to talk about, the Shanann and the girls and share pictures and then kind of talk about exactly. Thank you, Enlighten. Yay. Wait, I've been able to watch that last video of her. Yeah. I think about all loving fathers who would run into a building to save their children. Yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah, we all do, Enlighten. And I've been, for the past year, I have been, I've been discussing this case along with many others, but it's one where it rocks your foundation, and it's like the Scott Peterson. But I feel like this was even worse, because of course they both involved a pregnant wife being murdered at the hands of her husband, and both having affairs, mistresses. But with Chris, he also decided to murder his beautiful daughters, and nobody. I mean, it's inconceivable. I mean, it's just unfathomable, like how such evil exists. And that's, one of the reasons why people like me and you guys that are true crimers, that are so interested in true crime, is to it's about the psychology. It's about the psychology. It's not about the morbid details. And it's about understanding the capacity that some human beings have. And it's frightening, but we want to understand as much as humanly possible, and hopefully in an effort to be proactive and not, I guess, wake ourselves up from being too complacent, and to be proactive and hopefully to avoid a future, if at all possible. Let's see. Yeah, right. Brandy, what do you mean? Let's see. How does a family? I know, Lily. It's like, and that's why too, for the Rzucek family, and I speak about them because they're the ones that their daughter is 6 feet under. And they also lost their grandchildren. The Watts family, yes, they, and I will not take that away from them. But for the Rzuceks, especially lately, especially after, Frank went on and did his plea, having to come on and being like, please stop this. Chris murdered, my daughter and my grandchildren. Stop with the lies, stop with the victim bashing, stop with the bullying, stop harassing our family, stop with the conspiracies. And if you are going to talk about the case, stick to the truth. Okay, got it. Okay, thank you, Brandy. I'm just in full preservation and preparation mode. What do you mean? And what do you, oh, sorry. Yeah, okay. What do you mean enlightened and sensible crime? Yeah. And that's why I've been I've been devoting a lot of time recently into like calling out the channels that are like Mary Marlowe and AD and channels like that. And like the psychic mediums, that are supposedly channeling, Shanann and the girls. And it's disgusting. But especially Mary Marlowe, it's like what she is doing is despicable. And I can't even imagine the Rzuceks. Like, I mean, and the way that she talks about sadistically she talks about her delusions. Nothing, not about facts, just about her delusions and about what she thinks happened. And it's disgusting. And, and it can't. Yeah. And I'm going to play some videos too. Thank you. Yeah. Mike, are you talking about like when I was addressing her or when I was the parodies of her? I have my parody character of her, which is Mandy Moore Lies. Oh, you are enlightened. Well, give me some tips, if you will. Let's see. A true person doesn't. Let's see. Yes. Yeah, Lily. Enlightened says there may be apocalypse. I mean, for the way things are. Oh, the parody. Thank you. Yeah, Mike. Yeah, like they happen. They're born and they come out and, hey, Amby, how are you? Yay. Yes. Well, give me some tips, enlightened. But yes, so, hey, Amby, yeah, we were just kind of talking about exactly. And, it's like, it's not, it's not, yeah, Lily, it's arrogance. It's just okay. The fact that she tries to say that because she knows that Shanann died at 2:22, that she has diagnosed Chris with autism spectrum disorder, that she thinks she's smarter than the FBI and CBI. It's just disgusting. And, but we'll get into that later, but I think I may play the slideshow for a minute that I made, and because I need to go to the bathroom too. Yay! Oh wait. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I need to go over here. Okay, hold on. Oops, hold on. Because I'm in StreamYard, but hold on. Let me go over here to my YouTube. Hold on. Don't. Is this showing? Is it working? I don't know. Wait, what? Hold on. Why is it not showing? Why is this not? I don't know. That's weird. Obviously, I'm live, but I'm like, that's interesting. Hold on. Give me a second. I apologize. Oops. Did not mean to do that. Because I need to get to okay, hold on. Hold on. I don't understand. Okay, hold on. Should be able to go here. Why is it like, okay. Oh, here we go. Okay, I was like, what? Oh, there. Sorry. Okay. Yay. Okay. Oh, thank you, Amby. Okay, let me give you back. Yeah, let me give you back your that. There you go. Sorry. There you go. Thank you. So I'm gonna play that. And then while I'm playing it, I'm gonna use the restroom. But so like I tried to take like there are pictures in the beginning, because I wanted to kind of just try to. You're welcome. Thank you, Amby. I wanted to try to tell the story as much as possible and showing kind of like Shanann and Chris, like in the very beginning, a couple of their wedding pictures, and then, the pregnancies and the babies and everything like that. So, unfortunately he's in a few. Okay, let me stop sharing this for a minute, and then hold on. Hold on. I need to make sure, okay. All right. And there we go. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna play this, and then I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and I will be back. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Sorry, guys. Okay. Enlightened. Hello. Hey, Cat Ma'am. Hey, Happy Mama. So the exact date was today. Enlightened. August 13th, 2018. And they occurred, as you can, from the video I showed. Let me do that like again. Hold on just a second. Let me stop sharing this for a minute. Sorry, hold on. I did it. Okay, the one of her coming, the doorbell cam, she had gotten home from a trip at approximately about 1:50 a.m. and on August 13th. And then this is the doorbell cam from her home. Her friend is dropping her off, and Chris is inside with the girls. And this is the last time Shanann is seen alive. And once she walks through the doors, within a couple of hours, she's murdered by her husband. And, just like I was saying, just watching like her friend, like how her friend, Nicole Atkinson. Hold on. Oop. The one that ended up, kind of, she's the one that called the cops that not the next day, that day, later on in the day, because Shanann was very active. She sold Lavelle Thrive. And so she had her team, and she was always sending text messages, checking on everybody every day, every morning. Very active in social media, posting a lot of Facebook Lives, which I'm going to show some of them in just a little bit. And so it was for her to just go black like that, and nobody have heard from her, or there was something off. And she even had a doctor's appointment that morning to check on the baby. And so, and I'll show the surveillance, or next door, their neighbor had a camera kind of on their front porch, and it was like motion activated. And so it picked up when Chris backed up his truck to load the bodies. And another thing is that it was he never did that either. So, but yes, and okay. So I posted that, slideshow on my main channel, and I already have gotten some comments like, how could you have Chris Watts in there? And like I said, there's not very many that he was in, but I wanted to show the story, and yeah, it's just, I hate it. Okay. So, okay, wait, I need to stop sharing that. Okay, now back. Oh, wait, this kept going. Okay. Hold on. Oh my gosh. CeCe, baby CeCe. Okay. Let me share this, and okay. So yeah, I wanted to have that going. have the music playing, but you know, that's baby CeCe. Oh my gosh, she's just so precious. Look at her. She's so cute. Look at that. Actually, I'm gonna start this a little. I'm gonna go back a little bit so we can kind of talk. Okay. So I'm gonna start again. Oh. I guess I'll have it like. So, you know, this is kind of Shanann and Chris when they were kind of dating the devil, Satan, evil piece of shit. I mean, oh my God. It just makes me so angry. It's like, you son of a bitch, you know? And this right here, guys, this is, I don't know if y'all read that, but this is actually a photo from the night that Chris proposed to Shanann. One of the best nights of my life. Oh, that's a picture from their wedding. You know, it's like to see her, and that's her brother Frankie. Oh, look at that. Look how happy she is in that picture. Look how beautiful. I mean, she's so beautiful. Like, she's just beautiful. I know, Jules. I know. I really felt, though, that I wanted to share the story, and that involved kind of before they got married, their marriage, and then after. And so, you know, other than that, he's not in any other pictures, but you know, it's a part of it, you know, unfortunately. But enlightened. Okay. Enlightened, you know, are you still here? Would you call in? I'm on StreamYards, but would you call in? Because in a little bit about conspiracies in this case and stuff, because I want to also clear up as many as possible. But I would like to have somebody that even maybe doesn't know a lot about the case, but tends to lean towards like conspiracies. Okay, let me get the information to do that on it. So this is just pictures of Shanann pregnant with Bella. Okay, enlightened. Hold on. Look at that. Excuse me. Oh, look at Bella. Look at Bella. Sweet Bella. Oh, look at that's when she was born. Precious, precious thing. Cute. Oh. I'm ready. Oh, look at that. Oh, God. It's like, you know, Chris had the world, man. Like, he was so blessed. And, you know, God, I mean, he was blessed, man. And, I mean, Shanann was an amazing, amazing wife and mom. And these girls were just precious as can be. And baby Nico, so many people, even though he only got to 15 weeks gestation, he was so loved by his mom, and they were so excited to be having a boy. And look at Bella. Yes, thank you, Teresa. There's Frank Sr. Oh, look at that, Bella. Precious, precious. Okay, guys. And Enlightened, I put the link for StreamYard to call in. And anybody that would like to call in, that would like to, I think it would be good if you want to come and express your sympathies for the families, for the Rzuceks. Look at CeCe. Oh my gosh, look at that precious baby. Oh, 2-year-old Aria, full of energy and on the go, just happy all the time. Like, I'm sorry. Yeah, me too. Look at that. Bella and CeCe, sisters. But I wanted to spend a good amount of time just paying respects and talking about Shanann and the girls and sharing their pictures and their legacy, their life, to keep their memory alive forever. Look at CeCe at 2 months. But the link, look at that. Oh, they're so precious. I have the link for look at Bella feeding CeCe. Such a good sister. Bella's a lot, there's Frank Sr. Bella is a lot, my youngest is a lot like Bella. She's very motherly with her babies and everything. Oh, that's funny. That's cute. Oh, look at that. Bella and CeCe. Right, Jules. She was such a good mom and so beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at those cheeks. Precious babies. There's Dieter. Dieter, the annoying but cute dog. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Because Bella and CeCe are about, like, look at how beautiful Shanann is. She is freaking gorgeous, man. She is drop dead gorgeous, beautiful. I mean, God, just. Oh my gosh, look at that. But because my youngest, my daughters are 14 months apart, and so I see my daughters, and it breaks my heart beyond words. Thank you, Dad. Oh my goodness. So precious. Oh my goodness, look. Oh my gosh, look at this picture right here of Bella and CeCe. Oh my God. Sister love, just oh my gosh. Like, look at that. I mean, God. It's like, it breaks my heart. Look at that. Look at Shanann and her beautiful mom, Sandy. Mm. Oh my goodness, look. She was, man. Frank, look at Frank holding CeCe. I mean, Shanann, God, she's beautiful. Beautiful. Oh my God, like just. Oh man. There is Sandy again, holding CeCe. This is Bella. There's Sandy and Shanann. Bella's third birthday. There's Sandy again. CeCe, just a ball of energy and love. Look. Yeah, they were. Oh, hey, Enlightened. Oh, hold on. Hey.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Hey. Okay.
It took me a little bit to get in for whatever reason. It kept saying move closer to my router.
Huh. Okay, I know. Okay. Look at her. We're just watching I'm just showing the slideshow for a minute.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm okay. I'm just a little emotional right now, about this case. And just other things, but how are you doing?
I am blessed. I just stopped on YouTube just to see some other video, and I seen you and Antimony live, so I stopped in and said hi both.
Oh,
I
yeah.
came back to yours.
Oh, well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Aw.
And when I see this stuff, it makes me it gets me so enraged.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah,
I
same.
mean, nobody should kill anybody, but
No, right?
to kill like little girls like that, like little precious little babies,
Mm-mm. No, and Shanann was pregnant as well, and I just he's an evil monster. But see, you have these channels that are Chris Watts sympathizers, and man, like I call them out. I mean, I'm just like, just defending him and stuff. And then you have channels like Mary Marlowe and Armchair Detective that are just like with the conspiracies of this case. And it's just, she's taking it to just a vile place. But, I think I lost him. I lost him. That they were dressed so cute. Right. Yeah. And Joel's like, Frank and Sandy actually lived with them for like, what was it, 14 or 15 months? And after CeCe was born and everything, to help Shanann, and because she also had the surgery and everything, and I mean, they're just amazing, just a great family, you know, and you can just see that. There's baby Nico right there. And that's there. That's where they lay now. Okay. Exactly. Yeah. No, Ambi. Okay. So, oh yeah. Sure. Hold on. I was like, what happened? Okay, here. Let's see. Hold on. All right, here's the link. So yes. So Ambi, you know, I will play that because and I'll make sure that because she has Creative Commons on her videos and she didn't even know it. And so it's like, oh, hold on. There you go. Welcome back.
Yo, thanks. Glad to be back. I hit the chat button. I was thinking like maybe I could see the chat, and that was it. Like I was like, there's no coming back for me.
Oh, so we're just talking about one of the, like I said, Mary Marlowe. So, and I'm gonna play like some footage. I kind of wanted, not exactly in tandem with the time, but I'll play in just a little bit the video of Chris backing the truck up and, you know, loading, you know, Shanann in there, and then the police body cam and some of the interviews, and hopefully putting to rest, you know, like any. I mean, because here's the thing. Hey, oh, that's okay. Save Rami. What? You're not being faithful to me. That's okay. Of course. So, and what's your
Now, I have a question.
Sure.
If you don't mind, can you bring me up to speed on some of? I mean, I think I got like one or two of the conspiracies. Like,
Okay.
the other girl was involved.
Yeah.
Shanann killed the kids, but didn't he
Yeah.
admit to all like the stuff?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
killed the kids and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But what are
So,
some of the conspiracies? Like, give me and whoever's watching some of the
yeah.
stuff that's
Well,
circulating
yeah.
amongst these
And
people.
I'm gonna play. You know, one of the, like I said, Mary Marlowe. I'm gonna play some of her videos so you can kind of get a taste of her insanity. But basically, you know, it involves basically most of it is blaming, you know, saying the mistress NK was, she did this. She was the mastermind. There was not only her, but like 3 or 4 other people, okay, that did this. And it's like, what? Like, I mean, you know, like it's just, first of all, there's no evidence at all to prove that. The mistress came to the police first, like, and I'm gonna play, like I said, I'm gonna play some of the body cam. The day the girls go, you know, Shanann and the babies go quote unquote missing, according to Chris. But the friend, her friend that had dropped her off the night before, became very worried, and because Shanann was very active, she, you know, sold Thrive. She had a team. She always sent text messages. She was very involved in social media all day, every day. That was her job. Did Facebook Lives, you know, endorsing her products. So, and she even had a doctor's visit to check on the baby, do an ultrasound. So for her to go black like that and nobody hear from her and she's not answering her phone, her friend goes over there because she also has she has lupus. Shanann had lupus. She had some other issues. So her friend's like, oh my God, what if she's passed out at the house and the girls are there? You know, like all these things. She gets to the house. She sees that Shanann's car is in the garage and she had the code. There's a code to get into the door. And when she had to she had to take care of the dog and kind of house it for like when they were Chris and Shanann were gone a few months prior. So she was trying to get in there, but it was locked from the inside. They had a latch. So it was locked from inside. So, the only way they could have gotten out was through the garage. But again, her car with the car seats were in the garage. And so her friend's like freaking out and trying to get a hold of Chris. Chris is at work. Chris is at work, actually at the place with fellow employees, like where he dumped the bodies. He's there working. And just going on. Life as usual. And her friend is like, Chris, like, come on, I need you to, what's the code to get into the garage? Oh, he says it's broken, and she's like, well, come home. Like, I'm going to call the police. He's like, don't call the police. It's all good. She just said that she went to a play date. She's like, but her car is here. Like, where is she? And so, but she finally called the cops. She was like, they're going to do a welfare check. And then the police, Chris came home and I'll show that footage. But, it's just these conspiracies basically stating, like I said, that it was the mistress and that they were, I'm just like, and first of all, like, why would there be multiple people? Like, why would there be like, you know what I mean? Like, why, first of all, and second of all, like Mary Marlowe, for instance, she's one where she's like, Chris didn't do it. Chris was there, but Chris didn't have it in him. And it's like, he admitted, he confessed to it, but yes, he did have it in him. But it's like, she's creating this witch hunt against this innocent woman because her initials are NK. Her name's Nikki Kessinger. She went to the police like the day after. So like, once the police were there on the 13th and they started, then the news came out the next day about it. And NK was like, oh my God, like because that's when she found out that Shanann was pregnant, that all this stuff that she didn't know. And she's like, oh, I mean, he lied to me. I mean, he probably did this. So she went to the police. So a guilty person wouldn't go to the police like that, first of all, because at that point, nobody knew that she even existed in terms of a relationship with Chris. I mean, they worked together, but, other than that, nobody knew. So, I mean, if she was guilty, I think she would have, jetted, she would have gone. But no, she went to the police and told them as much information. Now, is she going to be like, I mean, all of this is happening and she's like, what the hell is happening? What am I, how is this happening? But they're just like, they're saying, no, she did it. Like she murdered the family. And it's like, we can't go and you can't do that. And and also the CBI, the Colorado Bureau of Investigation, the FBI, don't you think they would have arrested her by now? Like if there was a shred of evidence, if there was anything, and I'm like, and what they're doing is dangerous. Not only for
the other thing too is, do you remember the neighbor that had the Ring doorbell cam or something, and he showed Chris' truck pull up?
Yeah.
And he was showing that video to the cops, and Chris was there too, I think.
Yeah, I'm going to play that where he's like kind of putting his hands up, and he's like kind of, and the neighbor was like watching him, and it was so obvious, and that he
But
was
that
like,
girl wasn't even there, right? During that whole
no,
truck
but like,
backing up thing.
no. And I mean, I'm gonna play the video. Like, there's a video of like what they say first of all, because Armchair Detective was one of the first ones that was like thinking they saw two different people when it was just the same person. It was Chris walking out. But and then they think that they saw shadows. So so like there's like so much like to this case. I'm like, but and I want to get into all of that. And then because originally first Chris was like, I don't know what happened, I don't know where they are.
I think you said a lot right there too with the when like the FBI and like all them people that are investigating, like whatever law enforcement was investigating, I'm sure they don't just take like people's word for it. They go and like they'll track like that girl's cell phone, all her
Mhm.
movements, where she was at, like her locations, like 'cause your phone checks in from different places whether you have the location on or not. You know what I mean? Like it registers like what you're near and like your location at almost all times.
Right. Exactly. And now, let me stop sharing this really quick. Hold on. Stop. Okay. Now, she did before she went to the police. She once she found out all this, and she was like, what the hell? He's been lying to me. She deleted everything. She deleted his number. And I mean, I don't think that that's that weird, because it's like, could you imagine like finding out that you're the guy that you've been having an affair with, he was lying to you, telling you that he was getting a divorce, separating from his wife. His wife was actually pregnant, and now his wife and kids are missing. And she's like, oh my God, like what is happening? Like they're going to blame, like, because in a way she does, even though like she didn't directly kill anybody. She was part of the reason, because he wanted to be with her now. He wanted to shed his old life and be with her. And so in order to do that, he had to he had to annihilate his family. So yeah, she probably felt this guilt and responsibility. But so I don't think that that's a weird thing to do. But they did. She let him have. They took her phone. They went in there. Forensics went in there, did all that, did all their work emails, all of that stuff. So I'm gonna like play these things, but it's just
Yeah, even
really,
if it's deleted, like you said, the forensic people can go back
yeah,
into
yeah,
like the phone company has all that on record anyway. Like even if you
yeah,
deleted,
digital
they
footprint.
yeah, everything's digital nowadays, so it's logged.
Yeah,
Like
it doesn't just like it's there, it
and
just,
trust me, these detectives they do due diligence. Like if she was involved in any way, shape, or form, they would have picked up on it. You know, like they checked with the phone company or whoever they had to check with, and I'm sure they got everything that was deleted and
oh yeah. Like, and I have the Discovery too, that shows like the emails, but somehow, and I'm probably gonna put, I may put on a clip of, Mary Marlowe, because I have to go to the restroom again, and and you can be here, but I'm just
she
gonna.
sounds like a real piece of work, that
Oh my
Mary
gosh,
Marlowe.
you don't even know, but you're about to find out. Like, hold it, like for real. Like, I mean, it's like it's beyond anything. Like, um, I mean, and the things like, first of all, she's so like sadistic in the way that she talks. And she also always talks about herself. Like recently she was like, talking about Jodi Arias, and she was saying that NK, the mistress, was like Jodi, and she's like, very manipulative and sexually like like a magnet, and she's like, I was like that. She's like, I was very manipulative. And she said this multiple times. Like, I'm like, why are you saying this? Like, are you not like, hello? Like, I mean, like people like me, we know that, we can see it. She thinks that she's fooling people. I don't know. But unfortunately, there's a group that believe in her and are like, they really hang on to every word that she says. And that's dangerous. And, but I'm trying to like, should I play that or should I play the police body cam first? What do you think?
Play the body cam first.
Okay.
Let's build up to the scumbaggery.
Yeah, let's do that. Hold on. I was pulling that up.
Because I think we talked about this before too, like when you came on my channel, right? Because you were telling me what you did.
Yeah, I think like some parodies. Yeah, I do have a parody character of Mary, Mandy Morley and her name is Mandy Marlowe. And so, but, and I also, I use my platform to do that as well. Because, like in the channels that were victim bashing Shanann, like Critical K and Menza, that were making up lies about Shanann, that were sympathizing with Chris. I mean, it's just, I was, but I do it in a very civil manner. But it's like, I can't just sit back and just be like, especially with the family, just pleading like, please, stop this. Hold on. Okay. Hold on. Playlist. Just a second. Okay. I have a lot of playlists. So hold on. Wait, hold on. Okay. Sorry. Give me a sec. Okay, view. Okay, hold on. I don't know if I have it. I probably don't have the body cam on this, but I'll just look it up. Okay, on that. Try to pick which one I should. Well, actually, you know what? I think we should play. I'm going to play the camera, the neighbor's camera of Chris backing his truck up. Do that, and then do the body cam.
Yeah, that's crazy, right? Yeah, I think I've seen both of these. And now, didn't he already plead guilty and he's serving like life or something?
He's serving like multiple life sentences, no possibility of parole, because the Rzuceks, so because in the beginning, once they finally, because they were the ones that, they were like, they just needed him to confess to something. But they kind of gave him the idea, well, maybe he was cleaning up for Shanann. So he said that Shanann killed the girls, and then he killed Shanann in a rage. But then it's like, okay, but why did you dispose of the bodies like that? So, but he thought maybe he was going to get away with something. I don't know, but he didn't. Well, the Rzuceks, they said, you know what? We're not God. We don't have the right, even though this man killed our daughter and grandchildren. We don't have the right. We're not going to do that. So they are actually the ones that gave him mercy. But after he came out with the second confession, when they came and visited him in February, and I'll play that in a little bit, like where he confesses to everything. and actually gives these horrific details. And it's like, and it really was just a big fu to the Rzuceks. And I mean, one of the detectives walked away from that interview because that detective was one of the ones that was there when they recovered the bodies of the little girls out of the oil and, Shanann's body, and then hearing the horrific details that he's telling them. He has PTSD now, and I'm going to share that in a little bit. But it's just, but the way that he talks, like Chris, there's no emotion there. He just, but now he's a servant of the Lord. Now he's found God, Yeah, right.
Now, did he say anything else, like as far as like, I guess when all this was going on, like, did he say he experienced like anything unusual, like an out of body experience, like blackout?
No blackouts. He's trying to say that, especially now that he's, a born again Christian, because there's a woman that visits him every couple of weeks and, ministers to him, like, so, but he says, he thinks he's possessed by demons, it's like, no, he was planning this. There's so much to show that he was planning this. This was premeditated murder, like absolutely, like 100%.
Like, and I'm sure I'm not the only one, like I'm sure like all of us, like it's just hard to wrap my head around.
Exactly.
It's horrific. It really is. Like it
Really
no matter how you try to like, like I try to think like what could he be like possibly thinking, like, and I can't come up with, like, it's really hard to really wrap my head around that this guy did this to like the kids.
Exactly.
And to her.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why, the police or the CBI agents went back to talk to him. And part of it was too also because by watching the neighbors footage of Chris backing up, and they swear they saw some shadows. So they're like, oh, the girls were alive still or something. And so they were like just like obsessively like calling this out to the, and the families would have to hear it, and the autopsy photos and all this stuff, right? And a long drawn out process. And I said, well, at least he had the slightest bit of decency. But no, in February, he decided that he was going to just let it all out. And he told things that, you can never unhear, like literally saying what Bella's last words were.
Yeah, I heard about all that stuff.
You know what I mean?
It's really disheartening.
And it's just like, could you not? And this is why
I
I'm
think
like,
you were the one that told me, right? She fought back, like she was the last one to go, and she fought back a little bit.
But the thing is that to me shows not only that he is a pathological liar, because I had no doubt he killed all of them, but he literally, and this is the reason why I believe that he definitely is a psychopath, because he literally just, not only, like I said, is he a pathological liar and he does it for fun, but he literally has no feelings like generated organically. And so he relies on what other people want to hear from him, right? And with all that happening, and he's getting told what's happening from his family and by that minister girl that comes in. They're telling him, oh, these are what people are saying. These are kind of the theories that are happening. And he was like, you know what? Well, why not? So when the CBI agents came in February, he's like, oh yeah, the girls were still alive. Yeah, they were still alive. And it's like, and I swear it's because of Armchair saying that they thought that they saw that. And then, because to me, what makes more sense, it makes no sense that he would risk taking or leaving that house with his daughters being alive, unfortunately being alive, because they were very much like, they were loud. They were they were just boisterous. Like they would be like, what's going on? Or they'd be crying, or they'd be running out into the street. Or, when he's taking Shanann's, lifeless body, and according to him, Bella woke up. And so you think that she's just going to sit back and just be like, oh, for 45 minutes while he's loading, the truck and everything. And then he's going to put them in the back seat with their mom on the floorboard with their feet dangling and no car seats. Like, and he's going to drive 45 minutes to his work site. Like, what? Like, that to me shows how, if anything, shows how much of a monster he truly is. Like, if that's the truth. I mean, but I just feel like that they were all killed at their house,
Does
because
anybody have any word like on his housing, like assignment, like how he's living in jail? Because I know for a fact, like if he was put like in general population, if there was a chance somebody could like really get to him, like I know they would kill him. Like he wouldn't live anywhere.
Yeah. So, okay. So in Colorado, it was horrible for him because he was going to get killed because people were yelling, screaming, kill yourself. Like there were hits out on him within the prison, right? But they transferred him to Wisconsin. And so that's where he's at. And like I said, I'm going to play the second interview where in February when they go out to the Wisconsin, and he's just like, yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's cool. And I think that he's definitely, I know he's housed with, I want to say Chris Avery, who is another, that, guy making a murder. I believe he's there. And I want to say another, so this is the place where like, I think he's housed with, I don't know, pretty big offenders or something. I don't know. So, but I want to say I know there's another person. Oh, you know what? No, it's, I wonder because the case of Gypsy Rose, have you heard of that case, Gypsy Rose of the Munchausen by proxy? Have you heard that one?
That doesn't ring a bell off the top, but I think I heard a name, Gypsy Rose.
Yeah, like,
I don't know what it is.
More recently, the Hulu did a really awesome 8-part series on it. But it was a case of Munchausen by proxy. The mom made her daughter think that she had to be in a wheelchair and that she had cancer and all this stuff, and she really didn't. And she also was lied to by her mom, saying that she was like 4 or 5 years younger than she actually was, subjecting her to all these procedures and things that weren't necessary. And she like kept her secluded away from everybody. She had no life. And ultimately, she basically had her boyfriend murder her mom so that she could like leave and live a life. But the boyfriend, I think they're both in Wisconsin prisons, but yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But I mean, Gypsy, she's serving a 10-year sentence. I feel like she already was a prisoner for long enough. And she just needs some intense psychiatric help. And the problem, like, okay, you want to see, because people are trying to say that Chris Watts is like, autism spectrum. And it's like, no, he's not. He's never been diagnosed. My oldest son has autism. My second is on the spectrum. Like he is just like Chris is antisocial personality disorder, but he's not autistic. But like the Gypsy's boyfriend was Asperger's. He was autistic. Or he is autistic. And when he was in the, like, he didn't understand, like you could tell. And it's kind of like, it's sad, but I'm gonna start going off on another, so I better stop now. Like, I'm gonna start talking about that case and I'm gonna get off, but that's you can look at him and that's what you would expect from a high functioning person with autism, how they would deal with interrogation and stuff. Okay, like
I just can't imagine him even in Wisconsin. Like it doesn't matter where they would put him. I would think that if he was anywhere in general, um, like he's got to be in some kind of special housing unit, like to where he's protected because
well, I'm sure like when you like hear when you hear like what he says, and just a little bit like when he kind of describes, um, you might understand, and maybe able to give us some insight. So I'm trying. Okay, here
like
we go. Let's see. I'm trying to find the best.
because they won't put like they put like cops with child molesters. You know what I mean? Like they have like their own special
That's so
parts of the
dumb. Like,
jail.
you know what I mean? Like, why do they deserve? I mean, like, it's like, okay, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry, but like, they don't. I'm not sorry. They don't really deserve mercy because did they show mercy? No, they did not. Did he show his family? Did he show his wife, his unborn baby, and his daughters any mercy? No, he did not. So why does he deserve it? I don't know. You know, like I'm a very like compassionate, empathetic person, but when it comes to murders and people like that, I'm like, no, that's just horrible. Let me
It would
see
be
what.
one thing, right? Like let's just say he just killed her. Okay. Um, it might be a little iffy with her being pregnant, but like let's just say like like whatever happened, he killed her. He would be
Mhm.
okay in jail. Like
Right.
that's like not acceptable, but it's more of a
She's pregnant.
understandable thing.
She was
But
pregnant.
like even like Scott Peterson had no freedom in jail. Like, did you ever read his book or anything like that? Like he had to live in like confinement in prison. Like he can't go out in general population.
Right. And he's on death row, but like he's a case where he has never confessed and he maintains his innocence, But yeah, I mean like they don't I mean quite frankly I'm like, and I guess that's probably more, I guess they're doing it cuz they have to protect their, I guess they have to protect their guards, they have to protect other prisoners. And so I guess that's part of the vested interest of, but I'm like, why do it? I mean, like prison and other countries, like that's what we need to be talking about. Like places like that's where these kind of people should have to go. Like when you look at prisons, like over in like South America or like Mexico, where there's basically like it's prison, the prisoners run that place. Like the guards are kind of there, but they don't like, it's like a true like nightmare in hell. And they just kind of like, they'd be like, okay, y'all just kind of figure it out, do what you got to do to each other, you know? And it's like, that's really like people like Chris, they should be in that kind of situation. Like, fuck them, like, I'm sorry, but it's like, and I'm not sorry, but it's like, that's resources and money and everything that's being spent on him to protect him.
Yeah, he's got to be sitting with like former cops that commit crimes and the child molesters, like because they do like they'll get along like they all the child molesters when they put them on different like their own special wing, like they're
Right.
not fighting. And but the minute you put one in like a regular population with um like regular convicts, like yeah, they would kill him like
Yeah.
that night he would die. Like it wouldn't last long.
Yeah. It's just okay. So I'm going to, oh my, I need to share this. I'm going to play. Um, this is the footage from the neighbor's camera of him backing up. And so that's what, and I have to run and use the restroom really quick. And sorry, guys. Oh, hey, Albany. I haven't been able to, I wasn't able to check the chat. So I'm sorry. Didn't mean to ignore you guys. Um, Hello. Okay, so I'm going, and I think, Albany, Oregon. Skywatcher's here. Hello.
Hello,
Okay.
Albany.
Yes, and she's
Ask
welcome
her
to
if you
come. Want to come up and talk? Like, you want to come up and talk? Or about this with us?
ask her if she's in my treehouse watching through the window.
His tree house watching through the window. Are you in the tree house? Okay, let me see here. Okay. Like I said, I'm gonna play this. So, okay, we're gonna now Chris is done, he's murdered Shanann, and so he's backing his truck up, and this is the footage to show that. Not this one. I don't want to do that one. Not that one.
Yeah, that neighbor's pissed, dude.
Yeah. Okay, so this is right here. We're gonna do this one, and I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna duck out. I have to use the restroom. So yeah, I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, it's starting. Oh, I don't know if Okay, so this is interesting. Because a lot of people were wondering why. Because like a lot of the let me open my camera. A lot of the videos that were circulating of this, it was looped, right? And so people are like, well, why was it looped? Well, it shows right here in this video, the Weld County Office District Attorney says that that the neighbor's surveillance video could only be viewed in 3-minute clips. So that is why the video length differs on so many videos. And it even says here on a report having issues with only being. They put that in here. Okay, I'm gonna go.
But they wouldn't know. Like the girl wouldn't know, and Chris didn't even know. Like they wouldn't know how to time that 3 minutes. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, the thing is that Chris, and this is another sign of his premeditation, but like a week or two, or for like a second, he was kind of like, he was testing that out. So he said, came to that neighbor, Nate, and he's like, hey, my truck was broken into. So do you mind if I park my truck near your camera, where your camera was? And he's like, sure, cool, whatever. So you could tell that Chris was like probably testing out like what could be seen, and when it was maybe you know what I mean? Like so that shows premeditation. But I'll be right back. I'm going to play the video and I will be right back. Okay, right back. Okay, well, let me play, because can you hold on? Can you see this, or are you just hearing it? Can you see?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay.
Yep, here we go. I can't see the chat, but hello and welcome whoever's joining us and watching. Albany, Happy, Jules, lots of people. I don't know, but I guess I'll know the more I come hang out.
Okay, like right, let me back it up just a little bit. There's like when he is pulling out, there was this whole like conspiracy that like there was another car like pulled out, but I think it's just a distorted perspective and it's his car or his truck. Let me back that up just a little bit. So like that's
Now, that's the neighbor's truck, right? But the one behind it is Chris's truck. The lights
like,
just went
yeah,
on.
you see where the lights are where I'm pointing my right here? Like
Yeah.
that's his right there. That's the front of his truck. And supposedly like see it's like he's about to walk out. And
Now he's
so
gonna back it up right to there.
yeah, and see like there's that, but I think it's like his truck, like that's his truck that's coming around. You know what I mean? Like, because there's like lights there, there's lights there. So let me back this up just a little bit more.
Yeah, that
So
totally was his truck.
yeah, but there, trust me, like there's like these people that are like, there was another car there. There, because there's this gravel area right here, but his truck is kind of going back that way. And the way that this camera lens is angled, it's like you can tell it's kind of like what's the word I'm looking for? Wide or like but that's just like his truck just like coming around like like you know
Get over here. Talking to my dog. Get up here. Come on. What she's doing? She's over there barking at something.
you have such a cute dog. I thought your dog
Oh, you seen her, little Fiona?
cute. So So that's him, you know, he's backed up to the garage. And okay, I can't see the chat right now. So hold on. Okay. Uh-oh. It's saying we're having trouble streaming to your YouTube. Hold on. Is it? Hold on. I'm still live, right, guys? Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, am I? Hopefully, yeah. I mean, it's.
You better not have went to the bathroom over there after I took you out like 5 times.
What? Oh.
You
Like,
go,
I don't.
get over here. She's up to something. Come here.
Can y'all, are we still live? Like.
Get over here. What are you doing, girl? What are you doing? What are you doing, huh?
I'll make sure everybody can see. Okay. Oh, oops. So, okay. Okay, good. Okay. So, you know, and basically, this is, I don't like the music in this. It's like but, you know, basically, he's, you know, and so that's, but at a certain point, you know, there's supposedly, they think that there might be like, there was like another little shadow or something there. But I don't believe it was, you know. Let me copy this.
Dude, that's a hard crime for anybody to commit, especially like, I don't know, like I don't see, it's not like something that like, I don't think the girl could do that, you know, like I don't know. I'm not saying it's
No,
impossible, but
I mean, no, I mean, like, hold on, let me put this on here. So, you know, it just shows that, you know, but I mean, like, if you, let's see, hold on. Let me put that, if you kind of look back and about like Chris, when he was young and over the years and his behaviors, and even though he never displayed anything like any aggressive or, you know, anything like that, those kind of behaviors, there were other things, you know, just a lot of it just being more removed emotionally, but even bragging that he was such a good liar, that, and this was in the interview from February with the CBI agents, that he was one year when he was in elementary school, after they came back from summer, the teacher was like, well, write about something that you did that was really fun with your family. And he made up this whole story that he went to China, you know, and he was just so detailed, and his teacher believed him. And it was like, but they didn't go to China. But she was like, but no, I mean, there's no way, like, you're sitting here, like, there's so many details, like, you know, like his teacher almost couldn't stop believing, because that he was that, and he was just, it was like, but he was bragging like that he's such a good liar, you know, like, it's just, I don't know. Let's see. Hold on. Oops. Okay. Oh, hold on. I'm just putting this in really quick. Okay. So, okay. So, you know, I mean, that's basically kind of how it goes. Like, you'll kind of see him come back out, go back in, you know, supposedly you can tell the sun's coming up now, because he starts at about 5:45-ish in the morning or something, like 5:30 in the morning. So again, it's like the sun's out. The sun is rising. And like, why again would he put his daughters in there alive so you can see the shadow of him? But you know what I mean? Like, because people, I mean, this was a neighborhood where houses were, like there wasn't like an acre between each house. It was like house, house, house. And so why again, that's why I think that's a lie. I mean, yes, he killed his family, but I don't believe they were a lie. No. But yeah, this is basically like, see the sun. I mean, so again, do you see how bright it is out? And his truck is still backed up. And you're telling me like, and we're at like, what, 24 minutes right here? So you're telling me that like the girls are awake, but see, they have latches from the inside because if they don't, the girls, especially CeCe, like they'll go outside and, they're very, like, the Friday before this happened, Chris had to meet up with a coworker, and they met up, and the girls were in the back seat, and he was talking, and the girls were just like, hey, 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 like because they wanted to see and to be able to say hi. So they were making so much of a fuss. Chris had to move the car so that the girls could see the guy to say hi. So I'm like, knowing that they would not sit here with the garage door open, like half open, and like, they would not, you know what I'm saying? Like, that just doesn't make sense. Like, it just doesn't make sense. And so, and the fact that like CeCe there was no sign of a struggle with her. So she was asleep. And, I don't know. To me, I mean, like, what do you think about that? And I can't see the chat right now, but you know what I mean?
You
Like,
think he killed them in the house?
yeah, I mean, like, that's what I've always felt because, I mean, Shanann definitely was murdered at the house. But, like I said, when you see that, when you read the autopsies, even Shanann, there wasn't really a sign of a struggle. And the way that he describes it, the way in the second interview, he basically says that she didn't fight back. First of all, like, it's like in our, like, we are our body, like it's in our like like our genes, like we cannot just sit back and not fight death. Like, your body at the cellular level is going to fight death. Like, it's going to do everything it can. Like, if he's strangling her, she's going to like, her body, she's going to like do whatever she can to like breathe. And, she's not just going to lay there and be like, okay, or, like, so I believe that she was asleep. And, because with Chris, there's a lot of like what I like Freudian slips in a way. And like from his first interview, like from the very, very first interrogation, when he's describing, how he woke her up because before he went to work to have an emotional conversation, as he states, he said that she was asleep and he came behind her, kind of like, and he said that he kind of put his arms around her shoulders and neck, kind of like that, like kind of almost like a hug like that. But to me, like that makes sense that that's how he actually killed her that way. Like, he came up behind her while she was sleeping and, suffocated her or, strangled her. But he inadvertently confessed to that, but he just said that, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of things like that with Chris that happens. And I don't know if he does it subconsciously or if it's just like he's just that psychotic, or like so that much of a psychopath that he just doesn't think that people are gonna pick up on this. Like
But
just
when he
like
confessed, didn't he say he killed the kids like at the work site location, right?
yeah. So in the second confession in February, he says that like at this point, like the girls are still alive, and he loads them up and drives to the work site, and then he buries Shanann, or digs a hole, buries her, and then he proceeds to take CeCe and take her blanket, smother her. And Bella is seeing all this and goes and dumps the body in the first, and then Bella's like, "Are you, saying the things that he says that she said?" And it's like, I mean, first of all, that is like, I mean, and again, the Rzucek family, not only did they have to deal with that the first time, but have to deal with this and with such horrific details shows how much of a monster Chris really is, how evil and sick that he really is inside, because you know that he got pleasure knowing that he provided this information, and they were going to know about it. They were going to hear about it, and it was probably to get back at them for when at the sentencing, when, like Frank called him a monster and all this stuff, because yeah, he is one, but he didn't, but maybe he was retaliating. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like there's just, but
I think your theory makes more sense. Like I
yeah,
don't, because like once you're in like, I don't know, you would think like once you were in like go mode, like it would hard to like, let's just say, dispatch, for lack of a better term. Um,
hmm,
what was her name? Shanann, right?
and then, yeah,
And then an hour later back into like killer mode. Like he probably went
right.
into a
Yeah.
frenzy all at once. You know what I mean? Like that would make more sense.
Yeah. I mean, and there have been a couple of like board certified psychologists. One of them is Dr. Todd Grande, and the other one's channel is called Live Abuse Free. They both they talk about different topics, like different psychiatric disorders, different personality disorders, but they also talk about cases, and they kind of, especially with Dr. Todd Grande, he does it in a very he's like, I'm not diagnosing, but I'm just speculating based on these facts. And because people are like, oh, well, he was in a rage. He blacked out. And, no, because like he was too calm and collected and methodical about things. Somebody that goes into a rage, I mean, first of all, there would probably be a lot more damage done to the body, especially Shanann. Like if he was in that much of a rage, he would probably have like broken her neck, like, and it's just like, like, I don't know. He's just too like, I don't know. It's just very shows him being very methodical, very like calm. I mean, he's just casually coming in and out, like
Yeah,
strolling.
that's disturbing, right? That's
Very
to me, that's
disturbing,
disturbing.
and then the fact that he goes, dumps the bodies at the site, and then goes to work. Like not even like within the hour, he's at work, and
Nonchalant, right? Like
yeah,
working and
yeah,
just
and
like removed himself from what he had just done.
I mean, and he did that, and then people met him at that site. So as his wife and daughters are decomposing and over there in their, horrific graveyard by him, he's there with other people working. Like everything's normal, everything's all cool, everything's, like if that doesn't scream psychopath, I don't know what does. I mean, you don't just go on about your day like that, just like, hey, what's that, like, making small talk, like, oh, and he also, after, like, because they looked through his phone, the CBI did, and because Metallica was one of his favorite bands, and like right after he disposed of his family, he looked up the lyrics to the song Battery, and basically, let me just see if I can find it. Basically describes a man that like basically did what he did. But he looked up the words to that song right after. Let me see. So let me see if I can get, okay. So it says this is the lyrics. Lashing out the action, returning the reaction, weak are ripped and torn away. Hypnotizing power, crushing all that cower, battery is here to stay. Smashing through the boundaries, lunacy has found me, cannot stop the battery. Pounding out aggression, turns into obsession, cannot kill the battery, cannot kill the family. Battery is found in me, battery, battery. Crushing all deceivers, mashing non-believers, never-ending potency, hungry violent seeker, feeding off the weaker, breeding on insanity, smashing through the boundaries, lunacy has found me, cannot find all of this stuff. Like circle of destruction, hammer comes crushing, powerhouse of energy, whipping up a fury, dominating flurry, we create the battery. You know what I mean? Like he looked the lyrics up to that, like right after he disposed of his family. So it's like,
Wouldn't it be like a little more? I don't know. Like I don't know the right word to like, but maybe like I don't know. It would make more sense if he was enraged to me. Like I don't know. Like, but just to calmly,
yeah,
cold-bloodedly. I don't like. I really don't. I can't like that. I can't wrap my head around.
exactly.
And just like you got to be a real special psychopath to just do like go to work.
Yeah. Just go on about your day. Like, so now like I'm going to play some of the body footage and then body cam footage, excuse me. And, okay, hold on. So, okay, I'll make sure I have that one. I think I have that one already. But let me see what this one is. Is this, I think this is this Scott Reich's channel? Who's Stay Informed? That's not. Okay. Wait, is this?
Is that the one where they arrest them?
No, this is the day. This is the 13th, where, the body cam footage, when Nicole calls the police and Chris meets up with them at the house. And so this is the police body cam footage from that. So, let me take that. How do I take that off? Come on. Okay. So like it takes a while for the sound for some reason to come on with the body. Okay. Oh, sorry guys. Like, hey Ash. Hey, sorry Skittles. Sorry, I couldn't see the chat. Oh, let me turn this up. I need to turn the volume up on this.
No, that's not Chris, right? That's the neighbor that's closing.
No, this is Nicole Atkinson. This is her. This is her, one of her best friends, the one that dropped her off. And what we, in the door cam footage, they had gotten back from a trip for, because she sells Thrive too. And so she's the one that, was worried. She's like, I haven't heard from Shanann. She's not picking up. She even called Chris. Chris is like, don't call the police, and Chris is at work, and I think this is around what time it shows in here. And that's Nicole's son right here. So, and then in a little bit, Chris will finally show up. can't really hear very well. She was distraught because Chris Watts was emotionally detached from her and, you know, all that stuff.
Now, are we supposed to be able to hear that?
You can't hear it very well. Okay, hold on. I don't know why.
No, because when you screen share on StreamYard, you got to go back. Like you got to exit the stream share and re-screen share again, and then there's a little button you got to click us to hear the audio.
Okay, let me. Okay. Thank you for telling me that. Hold on. Let me go.
Now you'll see it'll say like share the audio.
Okay, let me. Okay. Can y'all hear now? Can you hear? It's very. It's not very the. Let me see if I can find a better video because the audio is not good on this. Like I can barely hear it. So hold on.
Did you click that little check mark in that box?
Yeah. I think it's
okay. Yeah.
Let me find. Let me see if there's another one.
It's weird how they do that. They cut make sure you got to get the audio in. All right, yeah, I hear that one a little better.
Okay, so this is okay. Horrible. Hey, Peanut. Hey, Peanut 75. Yeah, so. I mean, her house was immaculate.
Yeah, like you said, they had a good life.
Yeah, they did.
I mean, if you didn't want to be in a relationship, you could have just left.
Yeah, I know. You know, but no, he wanted his cake and eat it too. You know.
That's the other thing that don't make sense to me. Like, for the girl, like, and what did you think the best possible outcome of murdering your whole family was going to be?
So that,
you know, like you were never going to get in trouble, or the cops were just going to.
Exactly.
You got to already know, like, if you're at least like, I don't even do true crime, but I do know, like, anytime like somebody gets like murdered or ends up missing, the first person they go after is the friggin' the husband or the wife.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, it's just, it's just, you know, like none of it makes sense. I mean, just, he wasn't, I don't know what he thought that, you know, especially because she was so active on social media and so had a lot of friends and people that she talked to every day. And, you know, like what?
Listen, I haven't been into true crime like per se, but like I followed enough high profile cases to where, you know, like Scott Peterson was one, O.J. Simpson, like all these, you know, like you don't think it's going to be a high profile case. Like Chris Watts probably didn't think it would be that big of a deal, but you know, it's a high profile case, you know?
Yeah, it's like one of the biggest, like, so right now they're just like, you know, they're just trying to see like, Yeah. So right now,
Like,
like there, he can't really, he's trying to everything he can to
yeah, he's got no probable cause to go in because nothing looks disarray. He can't see anybody. He can't
right.
just go in.
So and then Chris will show up in a little bit, but he's got to have permission. Fourth Amendment rights. Fourth Amendment rights.
Yeah, like you gotta know the first person, like you got like a strike on you already, like when something happens, like even
Yeah,
if you were innocent, you know what I mean? Like the cops are gonna come at you like you're guilty.
right. And see what I mean? Like, see how the neighbors like you see how the neighbors like okay, hold on just a minute. Do you see like right there? Look at that neighbor. Like, oh hey neighbor. Like, oh
Right.
hey, like just they're talking to a neighbor right there. This is the back porch. So like I was saying, like there's neighbors all around them, and in that other video when Chris is like the sun's coming up, you don't think that and this is during a work week, like come on, like that's another reason why I'm like they're surrounded. Like there's no way that the girls left this house alive, and I'm just yeah. It's like, hey, neighbor.
Yeah, I don't know, like just I can't prove it, but I agree with you on that.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
I feel like there was like a little window where he did all that in, like because I don't know, I just find it hard to believe that he would do it and then
Well, oh, you know what? Like we didn't finish the show like when he actually drove off. Um, but hold on. Cause see, like, okay, here, let me just finish doing this. Okay. Cause you can see like, so do you see how bright it is now? Like,
yeah.
okay. You know what I mean? Like, and his truck is still there. We're 30 minutes in. The sun is sun is shining. The sun is just shining. So, and again, you see there's neighbors here, there's neighbors there, there's neighbors there. I mean, for real, like, come on. Like, oh, he's still there. Like, he's still there. Man, the sun is like, oh, wait. Okay. So when did he leave? Okay. So about 33 minutes in. I mean, it is, you know, you know, I
You
mean,
got a done deal at this point if he's already backed the truck up to that point.
yeah. And it's, and then, but like I said, I mean, and also people can see in the car. They'll see the two little girls. You know what I mean? Like, and they went around and canvassed the neighborhood and asking the neighbors, did you see anything? And there was one neighbor that lived, I think, over here and she was always up. She was an older lady. And I'll play that in a minute after the other body cam. And it's interesting to hear what she says. But she's always, see, there he goes. He's leaving.
Yeah,
So
you can't really see what he did to the truck, right? But he loaded her in the back of the truck at that point.
yeah, and also another thing is, oh, there he is. He went back in. So the car's on. He had to go, I guess, I don't know. So the truck's right there. So again, the girls like he's just casually. Look how casual he's like. Oh, okay. It wasn't like he was in haste. Look how casual he just like walked. Like, hold on. Okay, so like I don't know if he walked already. But he's like, okay, well, let me just get back to the car, to the truck. You know what I mean? Like, oh, there's no sense of hurry. There's no, like how cold and calm and psychopath is that? Like seriously, like
And
he's
like
like,
you said, screams like premeditation when
oh yeah,
sorry for using that, but if he told the neighbor, yeah, somebody broke into my truck, let me just
right.
park it
Mhm.
over here. Like he
Yeah, he
plotted
was
the
like
whole thing
parking
out.
here, parking there, and just kind of. But and another thing is that everybody. So I guess he's still there. If I'm not mistaken, is the truck still there or is it gone? Let me see. Oh, I guess it was still there for a second. I don't know. But yeah, he's gone at that point. So, but but I think it was, but the one thing is, everybody knew this. He never backed his truck up, ever. Never. His truck always stayed out on the road because, number one, they didn't want oil, stains on their, driveway, but also the girls' bedrooms were right above here. They were light sleepers, and that was a diesel truck. It was loud, and so it would wake the girls up. So even the neighbor was like, we'd never see him do that. So, it's just okay. So where were we on this? Hold on. Okay, right here. I mean, like, see how you can just look, oh, there's the other neighbor's backyard. See the neighbor, all these houses all around.
Yeah, because when I think conspiracy theory, I think like way far out, like more along the lines of like you would have to be possessed to do this, like, but
Oh,
it's not always the case with every case. Like he might just be, one sick individual, really.
I mean, for me, it's like the fact that he has a mistress, that he was actively in an affair that had been going on for maybe like 5 weeks. But it would be one thing if he didn't have an affair and he killed his family out of nowhere. That to me
Right.
would be like, okay, yeah, he had a psychotic breakdown. He may be like schizophrenic, like heard voices, hallucinations. You know what I mean? Like that would be plausible. But there was nothing like that happening. He's never been, other than, he's not a schizophrenic, and he was having an affair. So he wanted to shed his old life, like, and he wanted his cake and eat it too. He wanted to keep working where he was working with her because they worked together, the mistress, and somehow all of that work out, because how else would he be able to, it's just,
Yeah, from a truther perspective, you try to like see like every plausible angle, and like I'm just seeing like a sick dude, like you said. Yeah, there's no covering up. You got a mistress. You're doing. Like I don't think you had a psychotic breakdown or you didn't hear any voices. Like, yeah, I don't think
oh,
that's even worth talking about. And that's another thing that outrages me, that people would even get to the point where the family would have to come out, the father would have to come out and say, please leave us
yeah.
alone, just give us a little peace.
Did you see that video?
I did, the one with Frank Rzucek, where I went up there
And it's weird because, like, I don't know if you saw my video that I posted earlier that morning. I had no idea that was going to happen, but it was like I don't know, 4 or 5 in the morning. I was cleaning the kitchen, and I was listening to another YouTuber's video recapping that H&L Killer Dad special that was just a waste of time. But she was kind of describing what he says he did to the girls, and I just broke down, and I felt overwhelmed. Like, I swear, I'm not kidding. I felt like Shanann was there. And I mean, everything I was saying is exactly what what Frank pleaded for that afternoon. But I even said that I was like, I can't describe. I mean, I've always been emotional about this case. I've already cried a couple of times, but I'm not kidding. Like, let me play it really quick, like, because it's strange because, like, I can't describe it any other way than I swear. Like, and then
yeah.
for him to, like, for Frank to come out that day and say that, I swear, like, hold on.
I felt terrible too watching it, like as a human being, because I feel like we're all to blame at some point, like I understand we're all not doing the same things, but like we're all humans, and nobody should be like harassing that guy and the family.
Like hold on. Let me, is this, okay, hold on.
There's got to be some kind of, moral compass and boundary.
Okay, so let me, yeah, exactly. So let me, and I was just like, you know what? I'm like, because I was crying. I was like, you know what? I just felt overwhelmed. Like, I was like, I need to just video this. There's a message I need to get out right now. And I'm crying. But I was just tired of like, armchair and like Mary Marlowe with these horror, like especially Mary Marlowe with these horrific, like her conspiracy theories and just everything. And I was like, it just was overwhelming. But this is, okay, this is me.
Are you monetized already?
Yeah. But I don't monetize these videos that have to do with this case. Yeah, I finally hit that. But, I have to deal with the strike from, thanks, Menza. Okay, so this was on July 22nd. And I was just like, I felt overcome with intense emotion and heartbreak. And I felt like the spirit of Shanann, Bella, and CeCe were there. And I called out like the YouTubers, like because the psychic mediums that try to say that they're channeling. Okay.
All right, yeah, we can't hear you. I think you got to click that box.
Oh, okay. Okay, hold on. Okay, so
I think you got to exit the screen. Yeah, we're still not hearing it.
You can't hear it? You can't hear it. Okay. I wonder what that could be because hold on.
No, when you exited the screen share, right? Did you click the little just like a share audio button?
Yeah, I did. Hold on. Let me see if this is better if I do it from here. If I screen share it from this one. Hold on. All right. Okay, I'm going to hold on. Because I'm like, I have two different I have Chrome and Firefox. So maybe if I use Chrome, it'll be better. Hold on. So I need to find the video really quick again and then I was on my main channel account on the other browser. So I have to go back in here. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. Wait, right there. Okay, so let me start screen sharing and then, okay, audio. Okay, share audio, Chrome, and, okay. So let me see. Let me see here. Can you hear this? Why is it? Hold on. Oh no. Hold on. This is not working. Why is it? It's stuck on that. Oh, damn you, StreamYard. Hold on. I mean, okay, hold on. Okay.
We made it a little more difficult. Now they took the Hangouts off, right?
Yeah.
I don't like the fact that I can't put an avatar up.
Oh, yeah, that's... Okay, so... Okay, there we go. Hold on.
And just about what happened.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay,
and
good.
Bella, and I've just become overcome with emotion. And with, the year anniversary coming up, it just breaks my heart. And I just want, I want people out there and YouTube creators to have a heart and realize that these are four precious lives that were just eradicated by this evil monster. And it was Chris that did it. Chris killed his family. Nobody else did. And I'm tired of people exploiting this case. And you know who you are. You know the damage that you've done. And you keep doing it. And you won't leave it alone. And stop, for crying out loud. Please. I don't know what it is. But I just feel like overcome right now, just like with the, like, just thinking about Shanann, the baby, and Bella and CeCe. And just like, I'm sick and tired of seeing people exploit them and talk shit about them, or, you know, just won't stop with the Nicole Kessinger shit. She didn't do it. Chris did. So get over it. Okay? The case is closed. He murdered his family. Leave it alone. And you guys, like, you know, I know we've watched these mediums and stuff exploit this case, but I have to say that I truly feel right now like Shanann, and I feel them, like Shanann and Bella and CeCe and Nico, and they're so upset, and it's like they can't, you know, with everything, and it's just like, please, just leave it alone. Stop victim bashing Shanann and leave this family alone. The case is closed. All these creators that are exploiting this case and doing it no justice, let the family, let the Rzuceks grieve in peace. So, like, you know, I was just overwhelmed by this, just this feeling, this energy.
Oh, you can see that it's like 4 something in the morning.
Feel Shanann and Bella and CeCe and Nico right now. It's like they can't rest, you know? And it's just upsetting. And these creators that are exploiting the case, their case, it's like, just leave it alone, for God's sakes. You've done so much damage. Let the family, let the Rzuceks, please just have peace, for God's sakes. You know? And, you know, it's like, I know the Watts has lost too, and hopefully they'll stop, you know, and hopefully one day these families can, you know, come together, because they did lose grandchildren. And just please.
How do you get 17 thumbs down on the video?
Oh, because I tagged certain YouTubers that I was talking about. So that's why. But yeah, like it. And then, you know, Frank later on that day did that plea, you know, and I just like, I swear that was, you know, like, I'm not one to like sit here and, hey, Antimone. Okay, but, you know, I swear that I just felt something. I felt her, like, just some kind of, because there has been such, you know, with this case, especially just the conspiracies and it just creates this frenzy, and, you know, and that's why, like, when Frank came out and he was like, please, you know, stop the lies, stop the conspiracies. If you're going to talk about the case, stick to the facts, you know, because he understands that this case will always, it's a high profile case, and it's always going to be talked about. Yeah, Antimone. And so, but, you know, just the conspiracies and the everything is just getting out of control. And so that, and the harassing of the Rzuceks, and it's just, you know, and it's like, and like I said, like, it doesn't do any justice to this case that's closed to create this witch hunt or this frenzy make people think, oh my God, there's like, this is just like, it's not over. It's, and then it's just all around. It's just this. And like Frank said, Chris killed his family, leave it alone. Like, just please stop. Because the more that these creators like Mary Marlowe and stuff create this crazy fictional narrative and get these people in a frenzy and up, it's going to create more negative energy and it's going to come back to the family. And I mean, like, and I'm going to play like one of her, like, I'll play her videos, like, and she's Creative Commons. So like, that's for reuse, with videos. And, sorry, what? Harley check? It's
Yo, is that you video? You look like you're about 15 in there having like
which one?
the one you just did. Like, no
What do you
disrespect. I'm just saying you look like so young in that picture right there in that video.
Yeah, I mean, that's me. Yeah, so I mean, I'm kind of like, I guess I look young, like, I don't know. And it's funny. Okay, yeah, Peanut, like I emailed you back. And I just checked my email a minute ago and I didn't see anything else from you. But there's one video, a parody video, and Antimone, she was watching it with me on the phone, and that I did of Mary. And this one video, Mary, she's saying she was advertising that she was going to go live and she had no makeup on and she just looked crazy. And I did that. I had no makeup and I was like, and Antimone, because I just, all I wear is like mascara. I don't wear anything else really, maybe a little bit of eyeshadow, but that's it. But I have like red hair, so my eyelashes are very light. So it looks different. Hey, Bee Stinger. Hey, it's been a minute. But yeah. So, but
Yeah, I don't know if it's the hair or what, but you look really.
That's how I look. I mean, that video scared me. Yeah, like let me just
I got a question.
Sure.
Is Antimony Lane, hello and welcome to the chat. Hello. Is that your real name or is that like your YouTube name, Antimony Lane? I know yours is.
Oh my God, scared me. Help. I have a headache. Hey, and that's what she always goes, it's on the air with Mary Marlowe. And so, but whenever I do my parody character, I'm like, it's on the air with Mandy Moore Lies. That's what I call her. But she is just, and she used to be in radio, so, but let me see, like, I'm going to play that, like some of it while I'm.
It's funny you just did that because with the Mary Marlowe, right?
Mm-hmm.
I had a video playing and I always turn off autoplay, but it turns back on somehow. Like,
yeah,
does it do that for you too? Like,
sometimes. So, okay.
I was like around like probably a couple months ago, I was playing something, right? And then I forgot that I had autoplay on. Like, I thought I turned it off. And these like scary video came on, but it wasn't like a scary video. It was like voices, like, I don't know, it was like 12 hours of voices. So when it started to play, like, it was coming out my surround sound, just like that thing screamed at you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there was like 10 seconds where I was like, what the hell did I just hear?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's on me.
Okay. I don't know if I see.
That's her?
Yeah, that's her. Now, let me show you, like, this is a video. Hold on. This is a video where, hold on. So this is the one where she's makeupless and she does these sometimes at her stove. And so this is the one where, hold on.
It's on the air with Mary Marlowe. Like my little sumo wrestling little do.
Oh my God.
I think it's quite attractive. I was able to sleep in today. I'm a free woman. I'm a newfound woman. Now that I don't have to go to a...
So, okay, that's it. And I actually did a video where I did this. I acted like I was interviewing her and I used clips from here. It was funny. But so that's her without makeup. And I did a parody to this. So I had a shirt that looked like that and I had my hair up and no makeup on. But so let me get to, I need to find the video where one of the recent
So
ones.
what's her fan base look like? Does she have a big following? Like in
Well,
this?
I mean, she has like 6,000 subscribers. She has a Facebook group, which, and it's private and, where they speculate and everything. And I've had one of her ex members, because they got kicked out. She's saying how horrible it is in there, what they say. I mean, and this woman's obsessed with this case, like obsessed. Like she's like, and she's like making up this whole like scenario of what she thinks happened and this conspiracy. But the way that she's like describes these things, and again, it's all what she thinks. And it's just like, it's not right. Let me find, I need to find the one that was really upsetting to me. I can't remember.
I think YouTube should be like any other job. Like if you're a creator and you reach certain points, like you should be subjected to like random drug tests and things. Because some of these people look like,
oh yeah,
stiff and smelly.
Okay. Oh, God. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna use the restroom.
It's on the air with Mary Marlowe. So I'm going to dive into an interesting article that is on my...
Hold on. I wanted to show okay. So again, see, this is Creative Commons attribution license reuse allowed. Because with videos, we can choose either standard, which, or this one where you're basically saying you can reuse this. But now she has disabled her comments, so she doesn't have to hear any negative feedback. So she can just do whatever she wants and say whatever she wants.
Now I got a question. Like all my videos on my main channel are Creative Commons because I don't mind people using them. But do you think that's why I won't get monetized on that channel?
No. Have you? Because you have to submit for approval. Do I have my camera on? I'm sorry if I do.
You do.
Oh, I'm eating.
It's all right. It's fine.
That's
like what we do as humans. We eat. Oh, man.
But I don't like it. That's one thing I don't like, eating or hearing eating sounds. Okay, sorry. So did you do you have to apply for it through?
No, I permanently got banned. It says I'll never be able to get monetization.
Oh, okay. Well, that's one thing. Yeah, but like it took about 3 weeks to a month to hear back once I hit 1,000. So, but I don't monetize any. And also, I think
I think you should because it's work. Like anytime you do this work, it's not like you're profiting off of, you didn't have parts in it, but you're putting in work for people to, you're like, I call us infotainers. We give information and it entertains people at the same time.
Yeah, info. That's a good way to put it. And but one thing, Chris. I keep saying Chris because I just looked at, I just looked at her thing. It says Chris Watts. I'm like, okay. The one thing that Frank said is that he stopped profiting off of this case, and I think he meant to people like Mary that are spreading lies and making money and exploiting the case in that way. And that's why, but I mean, of course, people are going to make, there's, what I'm saying, but you're
not going to get rich, obviously.
Well, AD has like Armchair Detective, like her, like they're actively, and, during her lives, during her lives, she's gotten $200, all this stuff, talking about lies and conspiracies about this case. That's not okay. But I'm going to hit play on this. I'm going to use the restroom again. I don't know why. I think it's
My
this
favorite
freaking energy drink. But hold on. Let me.
website. It's called crimerocket.com.
Oh, and she calls NK the gal from Anadarko. So when she says the gal from Anadarko, that's Nikki Kessinger. That's the mistress. So, hold on. We'll play a little bit of this.
And this is talking about the girls dying prior to Shanann getting home. And it's a new theory, and also how this thing unfolded and how it was planned that this would be plausible deniability for Chris. And I'm going to bring up some points from his article on that, titled Bella and CeCe Murdered in Their Beds, with a question mark. He's talking about the fact that we don't know if she was murdered right away or what happened when she walked through that door. We just know it was horrible. Was she taken downstairs and ambushed? Or did she go upstairs? This is what he's talking about, looking at it a different way. She takes her shoes off and puts her bag down, and she goes up just to check in on the girls. And Chris, what did he know that they were going to die? He fed them snacks, and I guess they switched their snacks. And I know that Bella was chomping on some cold pizza from the night before. You could hear CeCe in the background, so CeCe was still alive when the FaceTime was happening with the Rzuceks. Then they have 12 hours of this time prior to Chris leaving, as he normally would at about 5:30. He'd get up, make lunch for himself, back his truck up into the garage because, hey, who's really going to see him at that hour? Of course, he knew that there was a camera there, but he didn't know that Nate had shifted it a little bit. So plausible deniability. He's filling his truck full of tools, like he said. If we took the shadow out of the equation and he hears about everything, he does. I'm sure someone, his lawyer or somebody, said that there is this shadow. First of all, there's this woman that's walking out of the garage after you did, and you were already at your car starting it up. So who was that? Did she have Bella on her hip like the shadow lady, the original shadow lady, showed? And because of that video that the original shadow lady did, and she was just furious that AD took it as his own info. And hey, people like Team Phoenix can go after another Englishman that isn't being always very honest, but you can't come after me because I've done nothing wrong. You're just a troll. So he discussed it. The guy, this Nick Vander Leek is his name, that runs this particular website. And he talked to a fellow true crime addict. I think we all can say that we are Chris Watts addicts. And they disagreed a little bit about the details and the fine print, basically. And he wants to put this out there. The broad pattern of the murder and disposal was that it was carefully premeditated. It was an attempt to blend a triple murder within Watts's normal everyday schedule. So when the rest of the suburb is sleeping, he's not. But he's up early or going to bed later than usual, or the kids met their deaths at bedtime. Who is to know? He wakes up pretty much on schedule, and he leaves to work pretty much on schedule, and goes to work roughly corresponding to where he needs to go to work. From an outsider's perspective, this is minimal deviation. It's just Mr. Watts heading out on a Monday morning as usual. What impression is Watts at here? What is trying to be achieved by this plausible deniability when his family disappears? Where was he? I was going to work. I was at work. I was out near Rogan all day. I was busy. Watts also used his work indirectly as a cover for where he was during the Rockies game when he had dinner with the gal from Anadarko. He said he was at a work function with colleagues. Clear to the neighbor who picked it up wasn't normal. That's Nate, about his truck being backed into the garage. And a coworker at Anadarko said that it was odd for Watts to be calling on a Sunday or to be heading out to the well site prior to coming into the office. But Watts probably counted on folks being savvy about silly little details. Besides,
let's see. What are
who
we
would
got?
really notice his truck at that time in the morning?
Everybody?
If they did, who cares?
Okay.
And if you do care, he was loading his tools. So what? What other choice did he have? Load up the Lexus and drive where? For what? And how would he explain that? If the cops did suspect him, the GPS data would have been where he went that day.
It
Plausible
was.
deniability.
You know what? This is what, okay. Now I will say with her plausible deniability, I mean, absolutely, like Chris was doing things for himself to give him plausible, like going to work after he disposed of the bodies. That's kind of plausible deniability type things, but she's trying to make it in a different sense. So what she's trying to describe is it's not logical. But when you think about like him with the security camera, or with the camera next door, just the different things that he did. There's just, I don't know, but it has nothing to do with like the gal from Anadarko or anything like that.
And, what are they going to do? Search all the wells that he went to? I think he only went to the two, though, 1029 and 319.
Yeah, exactly.
If you take this psychology and apply it to the crime scene, the question about where the children were murdered, a new scenario unfolds. So here's something he wanted to point out. Probably this true crime addict also. This scenario. When Shanann got home, the children are plausibly enough in their beds. They're not asleep, though. They're dead. But Shanann won't know that. She simply quietly looks in, seeing them lying there, and presto. Watts was plausible deniability in plain sight with them. I realize that this scenario is at odds with the idea of Shanann not going upstairs at all, but let's explain or just explore it a little further for an argument's sake. If the children were murdered early in the evening and placed in their beds by 2:00, roughly 6 hours after death, their bodies would likely be stiff and pungent. If Shanann entered the room and approached them or kissed them, there'd be a good chance that she might notice they're dead. So perhaps Watts murdered the children late at night, shortly after finding out Shanann's flight was delayed, and encouraged by somebody that showed up who wasn't supposed to be there. In this scenario, when Shanann arrives and the children are in bed and less blue because they were murdered right before she got in, less stiff and smelly. Alternatively, Watts could commit the crime within a half an hour or minutes before Shanann arrived home. She left her suitcase downstairs.
Okay, here's where she starts like going off on her little
They were
tangent
wrapped
here.
in them for
So
transportation.
she's reading somebody
or
else's.
they were dead in them, and the blankets were removed as part of the cover-up. Watts also indirectly references the psychology of death in the bed by referring to Shanann wanting to wash the airport off her sheets and off herself.
Okay, you know how I was saying earlier that there was a lot of things with Chris where he seemed to kind of almost. Oh, hold on. Hey, okay. Oh, what's up, girl? Hey, what's up? There's Aunt Timon. What's up, pretty lady? Hey, girl. Okay. Oh, God. Oh. Yay, you're here. So what I was saying is just kind of like, you know, with Chris, like you can really, I don't know if he does it on purpose or if it's, you know, subconsciously, but if you really like listen to Chris's words, like he really kind of tells you, he tells you.
I have to fix my sound. So just don't mind me for a couple seconds.
Okay. Yeah. But like she's even saying right here, like he's kind of saying inadvertently about the sheets, like having to wash them and they smelled or whatever. And so it's just things like that. He does a lot.
She probably expected Chris to do it anyway because she's pregnant, tired, not feeling well. He admitted that the cameras in the bedroom weren't recording. Nothing. They didn't record anything.
Yeah, baby monitors don't record.
You can also go back with a doorbell camera, from what I read, and you can delete footage that is like, you know, a fly or a bee or a bird or something sets it off. So probably had to knew what was up. If the case was over, why the hell go out to Wisconsin? Why air that? Did they have to by law? Did they have to air it because it was part of public record because Chris got arrested and that's that can be privy information to anybody concerning this case since he went to prison?
It's because they just
why all three
they wanted to understand like what the hell.
Why ask all these
because they were invested
about the gal from Anadarko?
The gal from Anadarko. I don't remember them really asking that.
Why would he say about Trent and the other gal, you know,
gal?
Him, do you want to press charges on what these people?
Okay, first of all, like it has been very, and Robbie actually was one of the ones that helped uncover that, if I'm not mistaken, like that Trent Bolt is a liar, just like the other girl. Like they just wanted their little 15 seconds of fame.
Came out and said about it. They were decoys, first of all. So Chris is going to say, you know, I just wish them well in life. I hope that, you know, they can figure out why they did it. It was really uncool. In Chris's phone records, there was no contact with Trent.
I wonder why.
Now, are they in the gal from Anadarko's phone records? Is it a burner phone that was used?
Oh, God.
Who was in touch with these two people to cause some distraction? The puppet master, of course. So the kids, what is interesting is the kids are in their nightgowns, you know.
Oh, I hear you.
We have CeCe that got into a onesie, put them to bed, but I think Bella kept getting up. I think that something happened around midnight, I'm thinking, where
No,
gal
you know,
from
not this one. Which one is this one? Oh, yeah. And this one, guys, this is what gets me right here. Okay. This little thing right here. It almost felt like Shanann Watts was channeling through me with this video. I'm like, first of all, let me tell you something. Shanann would not, if Shanann were to channel through anybody, it would not be her. Okay. Because let me tell you guys something too. She is a covert Chris Watts sympathizer. Okay. If y'all haven't picked that up by now, she sympathizes with Chris Watts. She makes excuses, like she says he's not capable. He didn't do it. He's autistic. It's the gal from Anadarko. Oh, but I'm here for the Rzuceks. Like, leave him alone. But it's like, no, like we all see through your lies, you know, and it's kind of sick that you're like a sheep or what is it? A wolf in sheep. What is it?
Clothing.
A wolf in sheep's clothing.
Yes.
I mean, it really is, and it's crystal clear to people, most people. But unfortunately, there are a lot that actually see her as this great person that is like, you know, I mean, and I have people that are, you know, coming on my comments about her. I'm like, she's a good person. You know, she really knows what she's talking about, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, she continuously talks about how manipulative she is. And she is sadistic in her retelling of her fictional, you know, narrative of what she thinks happened, where there is absolutely no proof, not one shred of proof. And it's all from this delusional, demented mind, you know, and this hurts the Rzuceks. So therefore I shall expose.
You hear me?
Marco,
Yes.
Okay,
when
awesome.
she talks about in her interview that Chris was kind of pulling back as far as the looking for a house for him and sort of the separation deal, and she thought he was kind of cooling down. It comes from somewhere. When people say some of the things that they say, you can tell they're lying or telling the truth about something. It's referring to something like the damn fire stick being
Oh my God. And let me tell you something about that stupid fire stick, the Amazon fire stick. Okay. Like, it's dumb. It's the most ridiculous thing. But that's like, oh my God. Hold on. Hold on just a minute. Hold on. Hello. Hey. Hey. Yeah. You want to come on? You want to come on? Oh, I don't. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Probably, well, right now it's like 4:58 a.m. So, not, yeah, not, but I mean, I usually, well, I don't know, like, I can't, like, I won't be able to, call you, but like, okay, and is this, or which one is this? What, peanut? Is this, which one are, okay. Or, because it actually costs, I'm sorry, guys, hold on just a minute.
So
Hold on.
that's okay. I can entertain. Hey guys, I'm trying to make it so that I can see chat because I hate StreamYard. I really don't like it. I'm gonna have to bring the chat up in another window. So guys, what's going on? Interesting. See, Robbie, I remember you said that you had interacted with him before. That's why I'd asked you that. I wasn't sure you know, that you'd met him or whatever, but I knew that you'd had some real life interaction with him, which is interesting. Oh, that's right. I gotta log into the other account. No, I don't want to do that. You know what I'm going to do? I'll use Chrome. Let's just use Chrome. Hello, Paige. We're talking about the Watts case. Wait, Watts case. Trent equals Pinocchio. Sounds like it, yeah. Sounds like it. That's the vibe I get. Yeah, no worries. Okay, so now I'm glad you could. So this way I know you guys can hear me. Okay. I think I might be straightening out my sound issues. Oh, my views are very different. I don't want it. I would rather just kind of maybe just take a back seat. Nobody is going to agree with me, and it's okay. I just don't want to trigger people, and I don't want you to get the wrong impression of me. So I'm just going to hang. All right, let me see. Okay, so let me go back to stream.
Okay, yay. Okay, sounds good. Awesome. Thanks. Yes, of course. All right. Talk to you soon.
I
Bye.
thought Mary called. I got excited. I thought it sounded like it could have been Mary on the line. It sounded like her. I'm like,
No. It wasn't
that would have
Mary.
been
Hell
awesome.
no.
But that would have been great.
Oh yeah, no. I think it would have been a little bit different. She would have been like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah, I know, because your voice was too friendly. I'm like, it's
Yeah,
not.
no. I was like, "Hi." No. It's just because it was from Australia, so I was like, okay.
Oh yeah.
So, but like I said, like her videos are Creative Commons. So, but anyways, just kind of, I was just showing, just with her demented, like, just the way that she retells things. But, I want to get back. I can't see the chat. Hold on. I want to get back to, just playing some videos like of, of the case. Hold on.
I want to watch Shanann videos.
Yeah, you know what? Let's watch some Shanann videos. Let's do that.
I want to watch some Shanann videos.
I think that'd be good to do. Like, I really want to see. Just, it's just okay. Let's do that. Like, that one's always heartbreaking.
I know that one's so intense.
We can watch it.
Hey everybody, say hi.
Oh.
Say hi.
Oh,
You want to say hi? So I just wanted to come on here live. Say hi. Hi. Hi.
Oh,
So Saturday's here. I don't even know what time it is. It's 8:30 here in Colorado, and I love waking up now on Saturdays and being able to enjoy my family. We never have to. Careful, CeCe. We never have to really. We never have determined where we're going. No plans really. Summer's coming.
She's so beautiful.
Summer's coming, and we're super excited. Bella, come here for a second.
I know.
We're really excited for summer because so much goes on in the summer here in Colorado. There's concerts
It's like
every weekend.
sad to hear her say she's
Friday,
excited for
Saturday
summer.
nights,
I know
there's
it's
always some kind of concert
crazy.
going on,
It's
and
crazy.
get together with friends, cookouts, and just enjoying life. And I'm really excited this summer because some of the amazing things that go on the weekends were when I was working for a company where I had to.
I guess I'm kind of
dance
assuming
every
she didn't know she
weekend
was going to
because
North
that's the
Carolina
demand.
for the
The
whole
demands
summer
were
at
always
that
No,
point.
she did.
She did?
If I'm not, she talks about it in just a second.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, she talks about how they're going to go. So hold on.
They needed more help. So I feel really blessed this summer. I'm going to San Diego with Chris. We're going June 22nd through the 26th. No, the 26th we come home. at 1:30 in the morning. And then the 26th, that afternoon at 5:30 at night, Bella, CeCe, CeCe,
Oh my goodness.
and I and my dad are flying
I
back to
know.
North Carolina for 6 weeks. 6 weeks we're going to be in North Carolina, but CeCe, right?
Yeah, see.
And
Yep.
we're going to go spend time with our families.
That's right.
And friends and everything else. And then we're going to come back August 7th. And then I fly to Scottsdale, Arizona on the 11th
Oh my God.
for a mini little retreat with my team. And we're going to have a lot of fun. What are you doing? This child does not sit still ever. Look at this.
And he just looking at it, he's just like, he has his back and he's
Bella,
just
say hi.
weird. Like, look at that. He doesn't even like
Bella,
turn his
say
head. So weird. Like,
And I really love the fact that careful, CeCe, there's a table there. Child.
it's almost like he's like, oh wait, she's videoing. I better, because he's like, didn't even look back to
Day
see.
in the life with CeCe. And just feel blessed that we can do that. We can travel the world.
I think I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna
when Bakers
probably
can
go.
travel that long with us.
I'm gonna go back to like. I'm gonna
But
go when
just
she
to
goes
be What
outside.
it is in life, like take that leap of faith, and know that you can do whatever you want to do, and love what you do. Be happy with what you do, no matter what you do. I mean, if you're a teacher and you love teaching, teach and teach your.
And like really quick, I want to point out like all throughout this video, do you hear the girls in the background like daddy, daddy, daddy? You know, like just. And again, that's kind of like going where I'm like that. You know, the fact that there's no way that they were alive when he left, and that for like 30 to 40 minutes they were just going to be quiet. Like, I mean, that's just wouldn't have happened. And so like
your butt off, like, no matter what it is, you just have to love what you do. And I love what I do. I love it. I love the time freedom at the end of the day. So I'm kind of rambling. I don't even know if I'm making any sense at all.
You are
but,
so awesome.
That right there is why I will continue what I do. I will continue fighting. I will continue not letting the haters get in my way. I will continue not letting people discourage me. I will continue not letting people judge me or what I do. I will continue not letting people influence my decisions on what I do in life. I will continue fighting for my children, for my husband, for myself. And nobody's going to hold me back from my future, my kids' future.
I mean,
no one's going to tell me.
Like, it's just like, well, like when she says that, like, nobody's going to hold me back for my future. Like, just all of these, like, it's like
foreshadowing.
Yes. And
crazy.
Like later on, it even gets even more like what she says. It's like,
what's the right way of living life, and no one's going to tell me what's the what I should and shouldn't do for a job. Like, if I'm bringing in income and I'm taking care of my family, I'm being a better mom than I've ever been because I am here. And I don't discourage anyone who does go into work. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying do what you love and be a badass at it. Excuse my French. If you're arguing, your kids are watching, I'm sorry. My kids didn't hear me, so good thing. But you just got to do it. Like, you have to be strong. You have to be confident. You have to be you. Put a comment below. Show the hearts. If you've become more confident with Lavelle. Or not even Lavelle, Lavelle, because it's not just the product, it's the are confident, because it's my worst days to not let the negativity bring me down. Because at the end of the day, I mean, when I was negative and I lived and breathed negativity, it showed on my family, it showed on my children, it showed on myself.
She was so enlightened, like
it shows. Like, it really truly shows. So you have to what I do now is, and again, don't get me wrong, I have my bad days. I have my off days. We all do. We're human, right? But on those days, I choose to do something that will bring me up, whether it's reading a book
Yeah, you have to do that.
or reading
Yeah,
a
but she's just
quote,
so
or
enlightened, you
reading
know, like
something,
just
finding something positive
just
to read. Because
and I just have to say, like, this video, I mean, you know, she's this right here, like the advice, the encouragement, the everything that she's sharing, this will she's I mean, that is so amazing that, you know, this is still here and that she will touch
Mm-hmm.
many people's lives. I mean,
Yeah.
just with all of her, she's so enlightened and talking about, you know, being, you know, like living your best life, being confident, being, you know, and encouraging and all this stuff. Like, you know, like
It's a
it's
great
just,
message.
I'm
yes.
choosing to be better in life.
So
And I
she
choose
had a major
happiness. I
impact on
choose
people, and she will continue to.
drama-free life. I want a drama-free life. Oh my gosh. Colorado makes me feel like it's drama-free life because Colorado is just amazing. Absolutely amazing. Sorry.
Oh, Dieter.
But that's how I feel. I feel at
Oh,
peace
that
here in
dog.
Colorado.
That dog.
And everyone wonders why we moved to Colorado because I do. I feel at peace here.
Oh my God.
I
He's
don't
so
know
annoying,
how
but
to
so
explain it.
cute.
I don't know how to describe it. I just feel at home, if that makes sense at all. So I don't know if
Dieter.
I am helping anyone today comment
Shanann,
something.
you've helped
I feel like I'm
many
rambling. I'm
people,
not making
and you will
sense.
continue.
But I felt like I needed to share today. Share from my heart. I never make sense. Sometimes I feel like
understand. That's how
ramble.
I am.
That's my insecurity coming in. It's
Yeah.
my confidence trying to attack me. But I feel like I can relate to somebody and somebody can relate to me and feel the same, you know? I was never the smartest kid on the block. I worked my tail off.
She's a hard worker. She's a hard
fight through
worker.
school. I was not a book, like Chris is a book smart person. He reads something one time and he's like, it's memorized. Me, on
Oh, and like Mary is like, oh, Chris is such a simpleton. It's like, no, he wasn't. It's actually
the
not.
other hand, I was the one staying up to 2:00 in the morning studying and still struggling. I'm a horrible test taker. Horrible test taker.
Me
I can know all
too.
the answers, but put that test in front of me and I
Yep.
vomit or I struggle. And I've always struggled, you know, through school. I've always a lot of things like insecurities. All of it played. I think it played a huge role
Good night,
in
Robbie.
my everything. So, but then the thing about me that is different than just different about me is I've never given up. A lot of you know my part of my story, my health challenges, bad relationships, things that could have knocked somebody down completely hardcore. But the thing is I believe that everything in life happens for a reason.
Ugh.
And I also believe people are placed in our life for a reason.
Oh my God, like this right here, just this statement, just everything happens for a reason. People are placed in your life for a reason. Oh my gosh.
And I remember when I went through something major in my life, good relationship, gone bad. And I remember coming out feeling the weakest I've ever felt in my life.
I'll be back.
I was no good.
Okay.
I wasn't good enough.
I have to use the restroom.
My insecurities got deeper, stronger, and I felt like I was not worthy of anything. And I remember a friend, and I'm going to give her a shout out because I met her through a job, Amber Matthews, or that's what her name, yeah, Amber Matthews now. Her name was Amber Matthews. Sorry, Amber. Sorry, Chad. But we're not close, like super close right now, but we're still friends. And when we met, I remember she took me for my first pedicure. She took me to buy clothes. We were going clothes shopping, and I was putting on shirts that were 2 times bigger than what I needed. And she was like, that is way too big for you. I'm like, no, it's not. It's perfect. And she's like, no, Shanann, it doesn't. And she helped me regain confidence that I didn't know I even had. She helped me find me. And, you know, through that, I've met so many people in my life that have helped me through all of that, help me build my confidence, help me. You just have to surround yourself with people that want better for you, just like they do for themselves. And if you do that, like, you're on top. Like, you're on top of the world when you have people that you surround yourself with that make you better. Like, they don't bring the bad out of you, they bring the good out of you. And from that point on, I fought like hell. I worked my tail off. I busted my butt. I was never a big dreamer, so to think, because my insecurities brought me down. But I remember when I was single for a long time, and my goal was to buy a house. I was tired of paying someone else's mortgage because, you know, that's what you do when you rent. And I wanted to buy a house. And I wanted to buy a house that I could resell one day and make a profit off of. And so I worked and worked and worked and worked. I lost a lot of friends because a lot of my friends were still young. We were still young. And I was 25 years old when I built my first house. My family doesn't come from money. We always worked hard for what we had. And I did. I bought my first house at 25 years old. And that was the biggest accomplishment I felt I've ever done because I did it by myself. I did it by working my tail off for it. And I had that to show for it, you know? And then I met Chris. My health challenges happened. I was diagnosed with some health challenges, and then I met Chris. I met Chris because of those health challenges. My friend sent me a friend suggestion for him. It was actually his cousin's wife, and I deleted it. I was like, I am not interested. I don't want to meet a guy. Bye-bye. So I deleted her friend suggestion for him. I was diagnosed 2 months later, and I went through one of the, I would say, darkest times of my life because things just got scarier, worse. I thought my life was crumbling underneath me, and I didn't know which way to turn. I didn't have a lot of friends at the time because a lot of my friends I did have, I lost because they didn't understand that I looked perfectly fine, and I felt horribly inside. Horribly. I felt a lot of discomforts, a lot of aches, a lot of bad moods. I met a lot of friends online. And in the part where I gave up on everything, I quit my job. It was kind of temporarily, but kind of quit my job of 9 years. I just said, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. You don't understand me. You don't understand what's going on in my life. And I quit. And I got a friend request from Chris. I was in a really, really, really bad place. And I got a friend request from Chris on Facebook. And I was like, oh, what the heck? I'm never going to meet him. Except, well, one thing led to another. And 8 years later, we have 2 kids. We live in Colorado. And he's the best thing that has ever happened to me. And because of my health challenges, because I got so sick, I let him in. And he only knew me at that time. He knew me at my worst. And he accepted me. And, you know, through your vows, like through sickness and everything, he's been there. He was the one that let me lay on him and fall asleep for 3.5 hours on his lap while he had to pee. He is the best thing that has ever happened to me. So with that being said, know that no matter what, and I can go on forever with this story, but I want to cut it short so I don't bore you guys. Know that no matter how hard life gets, no matter how low you feel, know that deep down, in your heart, that there's a purpose, there's a reason for everything. We may not understand it at the time.
Statement too.
it's hard to understand it at the time. I'm telling you, when I met Chris, I pushed him away. I gave
I should
every
have
excuse
stayed with
for
her
him to
gut.
run. I mean, I gave him an out every single day. I gave him an out. And if you guys know my story with Chris, you know I gave him an out. I mean, he went to my colonoscopy. I tortured him. I rejected him.
Yeah.
I pushed him away time and time and time again. But when I canceled dates last minute, because that's how life is with my health challenges, you cancel things last minute, and it's hard for people to get. It's hard for me to understand. But he stuck around, and he stuck around because he was the one for me, and he is amazing. And I can't tell you how wonderful he is. But on top of all of that, when I got sick, I reached out to support groups online, and I built relationships with so many people that have similar health challenges or the same. And we've built a relationship stronger than some of the relationships I've known for over 20 years, some of them that I've known over my whole life. And these people are in my life for a reason. I met these people for a reason.
So it's just, this was her, like literally a few months before, Chris murdered her and the babies. And it's just, like I said, I'm so glad that she did this video, because it's going to help. It's going to continue to help people for a long time. There's just so much sageness that she has in here. So enlightened. And it's kind of weird because a lot of times you find that people, even sometimes when they don't know that they're going to pass away soon, it seems like they become very enlightened,
Yeah, right on.
It's kind of very haunting and interesting though. But
there's like a clarity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me look at some.
It's really amazing.
Yeah. So let's watch some more of her. Let's see. Which one should we do? Let's see. Oh, it's so cute. All in the Christmas one. Let's see. What's this one? Oh, that's the pie. Pie in the face.
All right, ready?
Yeah. Hit it down there.
Hit it, Bella.
I don't know.
Oh my God.
That's just great, right? So, and in this video too, like you can kind of, because her mom is there, Shanann's mom, and you can kind of see, like, that's just how they are. They both are kind of strong personalities, but they kind of have that playful banter. That the Chris sympathizers would say that it's emotional abuse or whatever. It's like, no, it's not.
Hard, hit it hard.
Bend down and hit it. Come on.
Oh! He deserves more than that.
Nice.
Do it again.
Oh my God.
Do it again.
Oh.
Hit that again, Bella. Hit it.
Hit it.
Harder.
Harder.
Nice.
Do you see how, like, first of all, I think this is, even though I hate seeing his ugly, evil face, it's kind of funny to see that they're getting this kind of, they're throwing, like, doing that pie in the face. And it's like, I don't know. It's kind of, to me, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Antimone, like,
No,
like,
not yet.
no, what I mean is they're doing that game pie in the face. So
Yeah.
Okay. What I mean is that, I mean, it's not really, it's almost not really poetic justice, but it's like they should be able to do more to him because of what he does to them later. But this thing where they're making this pie thing, like fly in his face, I don't know. Because I'm just saying what he does to them later. I don't know.
Nice. Nice. Hey, high five. All right, who's next? CeCe,
Who's
next?
next? CeCe, you're next.
CeCe.
CeCe's turn. You go on the other side, CeCe.
All right, go ahead. Go,
You want
CeCe.
more?
CeCe.
Go on the other side.
Go
You have
ahead.
to hold her up a little bit. Chris.
What's that?
Mhm.
Oh, she wants to hit it, Chris.
I should have taken that mallet and banged him upside the face.
Hit it hard.
I mean, like, look how emotionless he is. He's just, I mean, look how emotionless he is. You know what I mean? Like, and for me, like, I'm the type of person that I will like, I'm startled really easily and stuff. It's like, he's just like, huh? You know, it's just nothing really is like phases him. See, look, he doesn't even move. Do you see that?
Mhm.
She did that, Chris.
Nice.
She did that.
He's he's like, oh, goes along with the psychopath theory.
Oh,
See,
she did
doesn't
that,
even.
Chris.
Nice.
He doesn't have that fight or flight.
Okay. Because then the floor is clean.
Is that
You want to
good?
do it? Come on, let's do it. Chris, Bella wants to do it.
Okay, on. Let's see which one should we do?
My favorite.
Which one?
Oh, wait, is that it? Wait, go backwards to Dieter.
This one, last Facebook video, Dieter and Bella.
No, that's no. I know
No.
that one. It is. I have it, and I've been looking for it. Where they start yelling Dieter's name, and the kids they're chanting Dieter's name, and Dieter's just like running around, and like it just cracked me the heck up. It was just so funny.
Let's see which.
I have tons. I could send you some, but
send me like
right.
yeah, send me that and I'll.
I have a ton here.
Because I don't. Let's see. Hold on. May not be readily available. Hold on. Which one? Oh yeah, this is after because she had that neck surgery thing. Okay, this is when she tells him that she's pregnant with baby Nico and his reaction. And at this point, this is like right before, but I think Chris had admitted that he and Nicole had some email exchanges and he was having some feelings for her. So,
Oh, that's right.
oops, we did it again.
The dog. Oh my god.
Dieter.
I love him.
He was like, "Wah, wah." He's so funny. That poor dog. I mean,
Oh my god, I know.
what it had to
Seriously. Oh.
look.
Take care of him.
Look at
Dog.
that. You know, it's like
You should parody him.
like it's like
You should parody him. You should do him. Do a guy.
yeah.
Do Chris
Yeah.
Watts.
I know,
That would
right?
be great.
Oh yeah.
You could totally do it. I know you could.
It's like yeah. Look where I paused it. Oh, I'm sorry. Like I've been seeing. Never mind. That's how long this video is. I think it. No, yeah. I don't know. Like multiple times I've been seeing 111, 222 all day.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like I saw 222 earlier, and I was like, ooh.
Oh, that's
Mary
interesting.
Marlowe's, but I always see that. Like you can look at my
she
Instagram.
does. She has the twos. I have the twos
Well,
also.
Yeah, but she's like, well, I've determined that that's when Shanann was murdered. I'm like, oh my God. Let me rewind this. Hold on. Like his, what? Like, what happened? Like, what? What? Like, what kind of laugh is that?
Oh.
Huh? He's like,
This when they're at the Metallica concert.
Oh, that one. Yeah. He's like, yeah. You know, hold on.
I have two. I'm going to send you.
Okay.
They're good.
Okay. Ugh. And see, like, she's like, because she puts Shanann in her freaking titles. It's like On the Air with Mary Marlowe comes up with Shanann Watts videos. Let's see. This is one where you can kind of tell that, well, let's see. Let me see this one. This is when, I think this is when she tells the girls that she's pregnant with baby Nico.
Oh, it's that one's great.
Yeah.
Guess what, girls? Mommy has a baby in her belly.
They're so excited.
Are you guys excited?
Oh,
Yes?
they're so cute.
Are you really excited?
Aww.
Oh my goodness. Come give me hugs. Oh.
Aww.
I love you, girls.
Aw.
You want to give the
It's
baby a hug?
heartbreaking.
I love you, Bella. You're so sweet. Give me a kiss. Yes, baby.
This
I
is-
love that that's my cat's name.
Yes, it's awesome. This is, I think this is CeCe's birthday, like in North Carolina, just weeks away from the
God.
murders.
Aw.
Or the CeCe. Oh, okay. Did you email?
One of them you'll just have to ask permissions, and then you just send me an email and I send it through.
Okay,
It's
let
easy.
me see. Hold on. Oh shoot! What did I do? Great.
Oh wait, shock. Oh yeah, I can talk about Bianca on here.
Oh yeah, you can. Well, you can talk about her regardless. Like,
Yes, I've already decided that.
yeah. I mean, there's nothing. Like I said, I don't see it. Did you? Which one did you do it to? My other one?
To the J Lyman one.
Okay. Let me check that one. Okay, got it. Hold on. I'm pulling it up.
Yes, Bee Stinger, I agree. I don't think he
Okay.
felt very comfortable.
What does it say? Why is it?
Some people just don't feel.
So what do I have to do? Like, okay, the Google Drive.
You just say, yeah. You just say,
I have to get an app.
You request. No, just say.
I think I have to download it.
No.
It's saying that like, for some reason. It's like, hold on.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Well, play the other one.
Here we go. Okay. This is the reward for not sucking the thumb. It's weird because I was thinking about that. I'm not kidding.
I love this one.
Like, and I don't think I've ever seen this, but this is so strange. Antimone, like for real. Because I was noticing when I made the slideshow that they sucked their thumb, that both of them did. And I was thinking to myself, what did she do to make
yeah.
And
oh my God, it's brilliant.
I am not kidding. Like, I was literally thinking that like so much. And the fact that you're sharing this is
that's really wild.
It's crazy. Okay.
I love it because I think about all my bad habits and I'm like, if Bella can do this, then I can do it too.
See, and this is where, you know, Bella, like she is helping somebody, an adult, you know, so Bella.
Yeah, right on. Like, right on. And so is Bella.
Yeah, exactly. So this is great to show these that, you know, they're having an impact and they will continue to have an impact on so many people's lives, you know, and this is like amazing. Hold on. Let me stop sharing this. And then let me start sharing.
Ew, I look. Ugh.
Okay, hold on. So this one. Okay. Can you hold on? Uh-oh, what's this one? Uh-oh, hold on.
Oh, I hate that.
Hold on just a minute. Can you see it? Is it coming up?
It's saying we're processing this video. It does that. Like it takes sometimes is there another way I can send it to you?
Let's see.
Do you have Dropbox?
Oh wait, you can share.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Share on here. Hello, you can share on here.
That's true. Okay, let me get it up on
here.
You're right.
Share.
Right.
Yay. See, that's the good thing about StreamYard.
Yeah, that is kind of cool.
It is. That's like one, you know, I like that. I like that.
Okay, I will, since I sent it. Here, hold on. I'll just download it onto my thing. Cool.
Yay. Okay, so she'll be sharing shortly.
I hope.
Yeah, it should work.
I mean, I just hope as far as now I've been successful with sound today.
Okay, yeah. It's been, knock on wood.
Here, let me open it. All right, hopefully this will work now. Let me just...
I'm so glad you're in here, Bee Stinger. Let's see, I understand when he said he hates being on camera all the time. That
Yeah.
was no, he didn't share anything. Like he just bottled things up and, he didn't bother to tell her anything, So
Oh,
she
share audio.
forced him to do that.
Are
Are you going to?
Can you see? Oh, there we go. Wait, now I have 2 screens.
I still only see you.
Yeah,
Oh wait,
me too.
here we go. Add to stream. Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Let me get this away. Okay, here we go. So this is. Oh wait, you need to stop it. We can't hear
it.
No, okay. So when you screen share, you need to because there's
I
two.
did click audio. I did.
Okay. So
I
I
did.
can't. I'm not hearing it.
Shit. That's weird because I clicked that. Huh.
Let me work on it on my end, and you continue working it on yours, and we'll figure this out. Hold on.
I can try it again. I can remove it and try it again. Let me do that. Let's start over.
You know what? Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I can share this one.
I did click, so you're gonna have to click it back on.
Okay, hold on. Let me see if this will work for me. And then hold on. Can you see it?
I'm also down.
Yeah.
Yay.
So
Okay,
tell
cool.
everybody what you're getting. Say hi, everybody.
I'm getting my hair clip.
So why are you getting hair clips?
Because I'm not sucking my thumb.
You're not sucking your thumb. You're
Good
a
job,
girl now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good job.
And so, how long has it been that you haven't been sucking your thumb? 2 weeks. Sit down. Has it been 2 weeks? Yes.
No.
2 weeks of no sucking thumb, right?
Good job.
Good job. So, what are you getting for being such a big girl?
Oh,
A hair clip.
Hair clips.
Oh
Is that what you
my
wanted?
God. I've never seen this video, Antoine. Thank you for
Everybody your
sharing
hair
this.
clips.
Oh, look at those.
Pretty, like them.
Oh, me
She's
too.
got
I want those.
A lot of them. Serious cool ones, man. They're
Oh
cool.
my God, those are awesome.
And
Oh, I love those. My girls had those.
Really?
And those.
Ooh.
That's a lot.
She's
of
gonna
hair
be
clips.
styling.
Are you such a big girl?
Good
Which ones do you want to
job,
wear
Bella.
first?
I don't know. I just want to hold it.
Oh, that's so sweet. I love
Tell
that.
everybody that you're such a big girl.
It's just the girl.
And how old are you going to be next week?
4.
You're going to be 4.
Oh.
Where's your birthday party?
In July.
No, that's CeCe's. Where's your birthday party? Where are you having the party at?
She's like, I just want to hold this.
Just too excited.
At the aquarium. And who's coming to your birthday party?
Jolie and Josie and Amelia and Max.
Oh, she's so smart.
And not Finn, not Butcher's Passion, not Timothy.
They're not coming?
There's Josh, Ken, and not Tim, just Josh.
Is Amelia coming?
So cute.
Yeah.
So
and
precious.
who else? Is the Little Mermaid coming? She is.
Oh, yeah.
You're having a mermaid birthday party.
That's pretty cool.
Everyone says, great job, Bella.
Yay,
Say
Bella.
thank you.
Thank you.
Look at the camera and say thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So 2 weeks, no sucking thumb.
Yay.
All cold turkey, and it worked.
That's
If
amazing.
everyone wants my
Inspiration for
secret,
every.
my secret.
You're an
Where's my
inspiration.
secret? Where's my secret?
Daddy, what?
A baby.
What?
Baby. We're having baby fever over here. Kids are having baby fever. 3. She's so happy. She wants hair clips so bad. We had some, but then they got lost at school, and you know how that goes. Her and her girlfriends play like trading cards. Can I put one in your hair?
No, I want to just hold them.
You just
Oh,
want
I love that.
How
I
many
get it.
clips are there? Can you count each one
Yeah.
individually? No, count
She's
each
just
one.
been working
How many
so
are on
hard
there?
for it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Keep going. Keep going. What comes after 6?
20.
No, 7.
7, 8, 7,
9.
6, 7,
Silly goose. 7.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14,
15.
15, 17, 18, 19,
So
20,
cute.
21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27,
So smart.
And what else comes after 27? 28.
28, 29, 28,
30.
30,
So cute.
31.
32,
30.
33,
I mean, she's
34,
only 3.
35, 36,
Oh, so precious. Oh my
37,
gosh.
38.
I'm so glad you shared this
Also,
with
I've
me.
never heard you count
Yeah.
to 38 before.
glad
That's incredible, kiddo. So anyone having a thumb sucking baby, we washed her, we painted her nails like we normally do, and then we put our secret little clear nail polish over. Can you guys see that? I can show you. I got it on Amazon like $10.
Do you have CeCe's?
Can you guys see that? I don't know if it's kind of blurry. But anyway, I'll type it in the thing. And I only put it on once. At the end of week 5, I put it just on her thumb, and we haven't done it since. And she hasn't sucked her thumb. She's asked if she could, and we told her no, because she's being such a big girl, and she gets the hair clip. So
Yay.
we're excited. And CeCe's on week 2 of potty training.
Oh.
How many? Do you have any accidents today? No accidents today at school. No accidents.
I want my
this
cat
weekend.
to
She's
have
had
no
2
accidents.
in 2 weeks, which is incredible.
She's potty
So,
training.
a lot
Oh,
of
look at
excitement in this
CeCe.
household.
Oh my gosh.
So I made them cupcakes today. We made cupcakes. They don't like icing, so there's plain cupcakes.
I love their
and
house.
hair clips. So
Their
a
house.
lot of
I love their
yes,
house.
baby. She can, but after mommy, say
Look,
goodbye,
I love her
everybody.
pigtails.
Bye.
Say thank
Ugh.
you for being
Thank you.
the compliments.
Evil Satan.
All right, guys. Have a great day, and we're gonna go celebrate our excitement over here.
And again, do you see how she's like, mommy, mommy? Like,
Talk to you guys later.
Aw.
Bye.
okay, now I'm going to do the second one.
The other one is short,
Okay.
but it's cool because you get to see Sandy. It's kind of
Yes. Let me, oh, did I? Okay. Wait, no, don't. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me pull this up really quick. Hold on. Yeah, that was awesome. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, I'm glad you haven't seen that.
I
I like that
haven't
one a
either.
lot. I like that one a lot. It's because every time I see it, I'm like, I always, because like, you know, because I feel like it's my, in a way, my inner children are the ones that want to break rules
Mhm.
and kind of
Yeah.
want to do things that might not be good for them.
Every
And
we
so
all-
it's like, you know, it's kind of like a way of, it's kind of like, I look at it as a way of how to reparent myself in a
Mhm.
way. And it's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it is, and it's like, but
I
we
like
all
the
kind of-
vibe. I like the energy. It feels really nice.
yeah. Hold on.
Like my mom, you know, like used to be very kind of critical. And I
Right.
like that in that one, you know, Shanann is very supportive, and like they had a plan and it worked.
Right.
You know, and that's like really exciting when you
Yeah.
just, even simple goals are just really amazing when you achieve them.
Right.
Simple things like that.
True. Okay, so you shared, you shared the thumb sucking one, and the way you shared it, it made it really easy for me to click on it.
Mhm.
Can you share the second one like that?
That's because it came from the drive. No, because it's too. See,
okay.
it went when it's like over 25 megabytes. It goes to the drive. The Shanann Rzucek one is smaller.
Okay, so let me know
It's the
if.
first one. Yeah.
Hold on. Let me.
You can. It'll just click.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Can you see it?
Oh, the video? No, not yet.
Yeah, I'm thinking that. Hold on. Let me.
Weird.
Yeah.
It should open.
Because I'm like, okay, I downloaded it. Hold on. Let me see.
Maybe then it'll work if you added it to your drive.
Whoopsies. Okay, and then I'm like, but how do I get to it? Okay.
Click that, yeah.
Okay, let
It
me.
just won't. It's just it won't do maybe a virus check or something. Oh, it says open with up there.
Wait, let me download
at the top of the screen. It says open with.
Oh, okay, I see.
Try that. No.
What is that?
Maybe.
Oh no.
God damn it.
I know. It should, hold on, let me, because I download. Hold on, my drive. Let's see.
There.
Hold on. Okay, let me stop sharing this really quick and then do this again. All right. I think we're gonna be good. Hold on. All right. Okay. Right. Oh, okay. Can you see it?
Yes.
Oh, look, it's Sandy. Oh God. I've never seen this video either. Thank you, Anton.
Yeah, sure. This is so cool. Aw. Gives me the chills.
It does. Ready? Let's sing along. Come on, the world. Join in.
Run a love train. Love train. Small world. Join in. Love train. Love train.
You know what I really like seeing too, and I see that with because I'm that way too with my children, and even with her mom.
Really?
They're very like, correcting the children, like, but in a good way.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Right on.
Because I would be like, I'm like, say thank you, like do this and that, or just trying to help, and you can just see like at the end of this, hold on, she did something like with the drink. Hold on. And, Sandy was like, wait, I don't think I saw this part. Okay, hold on. Oh, she drinks some coffee. Oh, what? She's like.
Kind of imitation, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's very loving.
Yeah.
No, ma'am.
She's like, no, ma'am.
Right.
That's how, like,
I like that. No, I like that. I like that too.
Yeah.
That's great.
Oh, that's so awesome. Love it. That was really, really nice. Yeah. So, I think it was good to.
Oh, wait. I can get the Dieter one.
Okay. Yeah. Let's.
And then I'm going to probably sign off because
I'm
going to go live again at 7:15.
Oh, you are? Because are you doing something where you're like.
Yeah, 7:15. 7:38 is when it will be 5:38 Denver time, and that's when Chris started loading up the truck.
Okay, so you're gonna play the video.
Yeah, in real time.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I can get this. I want to play this. This is so goddamn funny.
Yeah.
Okay, I can get it. Hold on.
So where'd you get your the surveillance for that? Not that it matters, but I mean, like,
Dana Peterson. She's in my part of my community. You know her, right?
Yeah, she's one of mine.
Okay, so when you download it from Weld County, there's a lot of repeats and duplicated footage, and I don't know how she did it, but she removed all the duplicated footage. And
could you send that
to me,
please, like, like everything that you can, like with the with the
yeah, I'll send you the link too if you haven't.
Yeah, if you could, like, that would be really helpful. And just like everything tied to the case, especially from today in the next couple of days. Please, that would be so helpful. I would be so thankful. Let's see. Kennedy, I've been up and thinking all morning. This is what time this is probably happening. Yeah. It's 6:48 a.m. Yeah. Well, no, because Kennedy, it's they were mountain time, so it hadn't happened yet. If I'm not mistaken, it's 2 hours behind. Correct. Or is it 1 hour?
Well, from EST.
So I think it's only 1 hour behind. So no, it's only an hour behind. So right now it's 4:50. It would be 4:50 a.m. in Colorado. So, it is safe to say that, Shanann.
Yeah, at this point
has already passed.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Absolutely. Amen.
And, and really, like I said, I really feel like that the girls, he took their lives in that house. And, he's just so sick and twisted and such a pathological liar. And with the how sensational it kind of was when Armchair kind of came out with this bombshell that there were shadows and him and his army, like they were literally, and he even talks about it with his I'm the one
oh my God, don't
I'm the one that I'm the one
who, laughing. That video was so funny.
And like even recently he's like I'm the one that like
he did
like one of his lives he's like they were like basically harassing the CBI, like calling, sending the video. You have to watch this video, watch it, like they haven't seen it. And he's like, and so this was in January. And that's, I think, part of the reason why they, in February, went to go talk to Chris. And also like the detective, Baumhauer talks about that they just were like, there was just too many unanswered questions surrounding this. And but unfortunately that detective walked away with severe PTSD after that interview in February. Yes, right, Paige. Exactly. I think that they were because CeCe, well, we know Shanann was. CeCe was, there was no sign of a struggle. She was asleep. Like,
Kennedy, that's funny.
Yeah, right. But so she was in, so it wouldn't make sense that because she wouldn't have been asleep in the car because CeCe, she was like, she hit the ground running.
Okay.
They woke up early, you know what I mean? And she wouldn't have fallen asleep because the girls wake up early. And just think if you were them, right? And especially like knowing how CeCe is, like she's go, 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 go. And they would have been like, what is happening? Because their mom is beneath them on their feet, below their feet. They're not in their car seats. They're in the car with daddy, like going somewhere that they're not used to. So they're going to be like, what's happening? So she would not have been like, she wouldn't have fallen back asleep or anything. So Chris, he got, from talking to his family and Anna, his, minister that comes in every couple of weeks. She was, she was exchanging information with him because she was posting on her Facebook and stuff, like bashing Shanann. And she was getting that information from who? Chris. And so, but that he's like, they're telling him what is being said between the groups, the Facebook groups and everything. Like he's hearing all this stuff. And he's like, oh, okay. So they want to hear this. Okay. They want to hear that the girls were maybe still alive. Okay. So when they come, he's like, oh, by the way, the girls were still alive. Like I really feel like Armchair Detective really shouldn't be proud of himself because I'm like, the way I feel is he gave Chris his next lie. You know what I mean? Like, because just like, just like with the interrogation, who gave him his first lie? Tammy, the one of the agents. And so Chris just kind of depends on the people that are around him to kind of tell him like what they want to hear. Just like when he was a kid and he talks about when he got back from summer vacation in elementary school and the teacher was like, I want you guys to write about what you did that was so fun with your family over the summer. And he made up a story of going to China. They didn't go. And the teacher was so convinced that she almost she was like, no, there's no way you made that up. Like there's too many fine details. Right. And so, but she wanted to hear about what fun they had. Right. So in his mind, he's like, oh, well, let me make up something. Like I'll make up something to, it's just.
I sent you the video.
Okay. Awesome. Let me go check that really quick. Okay. Let me see here. Alrighty. Now I have that. People all over the world.
I know. It's a good song to have in your head.
Okay, okay. Wait, how do I open up? I did it before, and now I'm like, how did I do it?
Yeah, I know.
There we go. Because I'm not used to this. Wait, I need to stop sharing. Wait, okay, start sharing. Okay. Saying I gotta.
No, I know.
It's like, oh, okay. Okay, so where are we? Where is it?
It's.
Oh, is it this one?
The one that's highlighted at the, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Peter.
Peter.
Oh yeah, this one. So cute. Dada. Oh, she's so cute. Oh my god. Oh, they're making s'mores. I love s'mores.
Oh right.
I love s'mores. Is that a marshmallow?
Yeah, I think so.
Data. Like a Bella. She's so cute. Oh my god, she's so adorable. This is, I wish we could blur that out. Oh, careful. Look, she's so chunky monkey.
Tell him.
Mhm. See, look, hold on, where am I? Look how, even though, Chris is kind of doing that, look, he's there's no expression on his face. Watch, he's like,
Here comes Peter.
I love that one. I just love that one.
Thank you for sharing these.
Yes, I'm glad I was able to.
Yeah, I'm not sure what to believe. Hold on. Where they died, the shadows could have been the girls already gone inside trash bags. Says hopefully we will one day.
I know, right?
I doubt it. I mean, I didn't buy his story to the detectives. Yeah, I mean, Paige, the only thing that was true about that was that he confessed that he killed everybody. Big, to some people it was a bombshell. I don't know how, but because some people believed that Shanann would have done that and he would have just disposed the bodies and went on with his day, because he just didn't know what to do. It's no. But so I did believe when he was this is how it would happen. How I killed everybody. Okay. But everything else, it was and the details, just about Bella. And now I'm not saying unfortunately, because
I'm gonna run because I gotta. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you so much for
having me.
I love you.
Thank you for joining. Yeah.
Thank you. I'm really glad I got to join tonight.
Yes. And, and we'll probably, I'm sure the next couple of days we'll all be kind of discussing about the case and stuff. So
thank you, everybody in chat. I really enjoyed hanging out with you guys.
Love you. I'll see you later. Maybe we can come on later. We can come on. Okay. Love you.
All right. Bye.
Bye, girl. Okay. I'm not going to stay on too much longer. I'm probably going to get off. But yeah, so, and I think, I think a lot of us are going to be kind of the next couple of days, kind of somewhat with how everything kind of unfolded. Like Antimone is going to, in a minute, going to play the surveillance at the same time that it happened a year ago. So, but yeah, and I may do that just or if anything, I'm over the next couple of days, I'm going to do some lives just talking about each day, how everything unfolded and stuff. So, and hopefully you guys will join me again. But it was so nice to share some videos of Shanann and the girls. And if anybody has any other videos, email me so that over the next few days we can be, just sharing their beautiful lives and the memories and just really honoring their lives and keeping their memory alive. So, and I hope you guys will join me in doing that. So, but thank you for hanging tonight. And hopefully I'll see you when I go live later. Okay. So have a good night or good day, good night. And I will see y'all soon. Okay. Love you. And again, to the family, the Rzucek family, you will always be in my prayers. And I hope that I'm helping you guys in any way to share the beautiful lives of Shanann, Bella, CeCe, and baby Nico. So, and y'all are in my prayers. And even to the Watts family with the loss of their grandchildren. But no more, don't smear Shanann anymore. Okay, see y'all later. Thanks.